There we go. Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. We had to restart the stream. For some reason, it just didn't want to work just a few seconds earlier.
It had an
So,
attitude problem.
could be, could be. Hello, Shadow Lady. Are you plugged into
Hello?
your PlayStation or?
I am.
Okay,
Exactly the same as last time. New headset and everything.
okay. It was a bit staticky when you first started, but now it seems to be okay.
Oh, okay.
Talk some more.
Sorry. I don't know what to say that we should have tested beforehand. We didn't test beforehand this time, guys. We normally do.
Well, it did seem to work fine when we were just talking, so I don't know.
Yes, that's the problem though. It always seems fine when we first start talking, and then for some reason, as we go live, it doesn't sound fine anymore. Look at such a good group of Red Lanterns! Ah, so nice, guys. Guys, this morning, Multiverse greeted me by serenading me. The weirdest start of the day I've had in a while, but I enjoyed it so much. Have you ever serenaded anyone else, Multi?
Not yet.
Oh,
Maybe,
it's
maybe,
just me! I'm so lucky.
maybe Johnny once.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I love the bleed aura. Is it the bleed? I don't remember what that aura is called. It's not bleed, it's not bleed. The one standing next to me, it looks similar to the wicked aura, but it's not quite. Very cool. Shadow Knight said, hello everyone. So hello, Shadow Knight. Oni said, my Red Lantern character is only a hero. Oh no! You're not
Oh
going to be
no.
able to group with us.
Well, we are going to go play the bounties in the open world, so you could join us there afterwards.
Hello. Awesome. Then it'll look really cool if like a whole group of Red Lanterns are running through doing the bounties in Mogo.
Sure. So obviously today it's Evil Friday, so we're playing on the evil villain side. But again, even if you have a hero character, once we go to the open world, you should be able to fight the bounties with us. So, but in a nutshell, we'll play the latest DLC. We'll probably do like we did the other time. Like we'll play the Fearful Day DLC, then we'll go back to play the Day of Reckoning, and then the Harley Quinn DLC, and then depending on if we have some time left, we might play some random raids. Although obviously we're not going to play the raid of Kondak. A lot of you guys didn't seem to like it. We lost a few people when we did that.
Yeah, it is not a favorite.
Yeah, I kind of saw
But at
that.
least everyone we've played with knows how to do it. And there's been times where people don't know how to do it, so that's good.
Well, once upon a time we could not really play that raid unless we had an organized group. So it's a raid that for a long time we just would not play. And I thought that now that it seems that we can actually complete it, even with random players, I thought it could have been a good idea to play it a bit to make up for the previous years when we could not really play it. But I guess I was wrong.
Mm. David said, hi everyone, g'day Shadow and Shadow's mum. You're such a sweetheart, David. He said, watched your time capsule opening video, Shadow. I hope it was good. It's the video where I realized that you can't actually get the iconic ability reward from that collection on every character, and it's on one character, and I got kind of disappointed later. But yeah, I didn't even end up getting it, so it doesn't matter. But you can see I've opened, I say I've opened 185 capsules, which I have on one account at one server, and then I've opened an extra 70 on this server. So I've opened, I think it's 255 capsules altogether. I didn't pay for them all, but altogether, which is heaps, and still have not received the Arkham Blueprint collection. And whatever the other one is that's quite rare, I didn't receive through the capsules either. I purchased it from the broker. So that is such a rare drop, that one. Oh my goodness. And the price is settling quite high, like quite high. And I'm not really interested in it enough to try and get the currency to be able to purchase it, because it's like 440 million.
Yeah,
That's not something I can only get on one character.
yeah. Last I checked, that's pretty much around what it was, 440 something.
Yeah.
So it did go down to 400 at some point, like a few weeks ago, but it went back
Yeah.
up afterwards. So it,
Well,
it
Tiny
often
Lilith says it's going for 400 million. I saw one
400.
at 39 million on the EU server at one point, but it was gone soon after.
Well, there's also the ability itself. Let's go to the broker for a minute. We still need a few more people anyway. But
Yeah, see
let's go
how
take a
much it
quick look.
actually is for the ability.
Like for the ability itself, I think it's even cheaper than the collection. So you may as well just purchase the ability if you can.
We're currently in phase 4. I can see Ragnar was asking. Oh, Ray Sean says, hello multiverse, hello Shadow and family, hello everyone. Thank you for being so nice to my mum, guys.
Oh no, it's 448. But I could have sworn I saw it a bit cheaper than that earlier. So
Sorry, how much is it?
448 for the ability itself.
Yeah. Interesting how they're so similar in price for the last collection and the ability itself. I guess
Well,
it's because, getting that last collection is the only thing people are going to need really to finish it off and get their iconic ability anyway.
well, the thing is for the ability, not everyone knows that you can just purchase the ability directly. So some people will try to use that to be able to sell it for a bit more, maybe, or to sell the collection for a bit
Yeah.
more. So,
Yeah.
but you can look if the ability is cheaper than the collection, then don't buy the collection, buy the ability. I know that there are some
Yeah. Yeah.
people who have like a OCD or something, and they have to complete the collection. But logically speaking, you don't have to. Once you get the ability, it doesn't matter if you complete the collection or not. You have the ability. Now you could complete it and
Yeah.
then give the ability to a second character, but it's not like you have to have the collections.
Yeah.
One or the other, it should be all good.
Yeah. I mean, unless people are going for their feat points, but it's not worth it. If it's much cheaper to get, or even just a little bit cheaper to get the ability, it's way better to get that. Bruce Wayne says, I'm Bruce Wayne. I'm Batman.
That makes sense.
I mean, I don't think any of us is surprised. The machine says, good job giving away your identity.
Oh
Who is he
noes,
talking? Oh, talking about
Batman.
Batman. That's such a good response, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ragnar says our phase is full. I think Ragnar was looking to join us because they were jumping onto their villain, so they're probably not able to join our phase. If you send Multiverse a Tal in game, he can add you into the group.
Yes,
You
yes,
should be able to phase with us then.
yeah. Send me a tail in game. You don't have to be in our phase. As long as you're with
Yeah.
us, we'll be able to play the mission fine.
Yes.
So we'll wait a bit for Ragnar to send me a tail.
Yep. Apparently his character's name is Super Maggie. So when you see that Tal, that'll be them. Oh, Nightcrawler says, hello, hey multi-shadow everyone. Hi, Nightcrawler, it's nice to see you. I don't know why it feels like I haven't seen people in a while, but I have. It's because my last live was on Xbox, that's why. That's why it is. Because it's a little different when you're on Twitch instead of on YouTube.
I think the Secret
beautiful, I hit the
Cruise.
bottom of the chat.
I think the Secret Cruise doesn't understand that we cannot invite her to the group.
Is she hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, guys, if you're a hero, we can't invite you to the group because we're currently on villains. I know it's something the developers are planning to do, is make it so we can group with each other regardless of which faction, but at the moment it's not the case. Tiny Lilith said if you do a private queue, you can invite the heroes. If he does in private queue, he can add them in? How does that work?
I don't know.
Me either. But I mean, we
I
usually end up with a full group.
I know we'll get a full group once we get inside, but afterwards,
Yeah.
I don't know how to invite her.
I'm gonna have to apologize as well, guys. I don't have on this character the Red Lantern Henchmen, so I currently have the blue and green. So it's gonna look wrong when I summon them, but I just saw you guys summoning yours. I have them on other characters, just not this one. Ugh.
Oh, Super Maggie
Black
sent it.
Flash says I'm allergic to heroes. They raise my sinus. Achoo.
Achoo.
Gross. We don't want that.
No
He's sneezing
achoo.
because there's too many heroes?
No achoo here. Okay, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
And sadly, we're gonna have to
Where are
play
we starting
casual.
with my least favorite raid?
That's all right. We'll play the casual version, so you'll be fine.
No problem. But Also, I still hate that raid. The raid for this episode and the last one. I hope there's a bit of a change, but I don't think there will be. I feel like we're gonna have this happen over and over again with their new episodes that they release, or chapters, whatever.
Yeah, no, that seems to be the pattern they're going for. So we I guess we have to get used to it. I guess we'll know for
Yeah,
sure
that's
by
okay.
once we go through the first storyline. Like with maybe they have some surprises for us in later chapters. We don't know. But from what we can tell, they seem to have a pattern in mind. Now it could be that they're going to adjust it depending on if people respond to it well or not. Um, but at this point, all we can do is wait.
Yeah.
Um,
Scroll says Barbatos. The correct way. Barbatos. David said, we've got thunder where I am. We've got thunder?
well, there's probably a storm where he is. I mean,
Oh, where he actually is. I'm in here looking at his character in the game standing next to mine like, what are you talking about? Of course. I love thunder and lightning. As long as it's safe, I like it. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about it is really pretty. Micah says, Multi, how do you feel about Obsidian's retirement? I'm not surprised by that.
before that, there's a very important message we have to say from Scrolls, Barbatos.
Okay, here's the situation.
Multi, Barbatos.
Barbatos.
It's our job. Stop.
For the Obsidian chill thingy, that was to be expected. He needed, in a nutshell, he needed the test server to be able to create his content. He didn't have access to the test server anymore.
Yeah.
So he could have still made content without the test server, but I guess he felt like he wouldn't be able to do what he usually does, so he decided not to do it anymore. Now there could be also other stuff we don't know about. Maybe he was pissed. Maybe he did not want to support the game anymore because of the devs. We'll never know. But
I did say something about how he wasn't really enjoying the game anymore with a lot of the changes. He used to enjoy a lot of it beforehand, and now it's kind of a different game to play, so he wasn't really enjoying it.
Well, the game has been leaning
I
more.
understand that.
The game has been leaning more casual friendly for a bit, and he's pretty much the opposite of that. He wants to do hardcore
Yes.
stuff. He wants the content to be as difficult as possible, as challenging as possible. So having casual content that did not fit with what we wanted. So
Yeah. And it would be like to try and do what he does or did, sorry, on the test server, on the live server would be very expensive or very, very time consuming. And then even then, if he does it the time consuming way instead of the expensive way, he's not going to be able to showcase things at the right time for people to decide whether or not they want to use them, which is kind of what he was doing. He'd get into it early on so that we could decide if it's something we actually wanted to use, and now that's just not happening.
well,
But yeah,
he
it
could
wasn't
still.
a surprise to me seeing that video pop.
He could still do it. I'm a bit surprised because like he was one of the people pushing for the Wolfpack artifacts on the live server. So I would have expected if anyone would have used the Wolfpack artifacts to get the artifacts on all his characters to then test it out on all his characters, it would have been him. Seeing how he was literally really pushing for that, but as it turns out, maybe not.
Actually, yeah. I mean, the Wolfpack tokens are helpful for all the artifacts he's already got leveled, but for the ones that he needs to showcase, it's just not the case. I don't know. I guess
He's been playing for as long as for actually even longer than I did. So at this point, he probably if he doesn't have all the artifacts leveled up, he's probably pretty darn close. So
yeah.
I don't know. I was a bit surprised that he could not manage to still keep on making content. And also, he doesn't have to go back and like he could have done just the latest artifacts. He didn't have to go back and level up all the artifacts. So he could have kept on leveling the latest artifacts and then tested those using the Wolfpack. But anyway.
Yeah.
But again, also maybe he did not. Like way back when I created characters with all the powers, both on the hero side and on the villain side. Maybe he didn't have the foresight to do that, so maybe he did not have that on his account. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll never know.
With how much distance he's had from YouTube recently, I was fully expecting him to stop. But I also wasn't sure if he was going to come and let us know. I thought he might just dead stop and that would be it. So it was nice that he came and let us know. Yeah. It's fair enough.
You never know. He might come back someday.
Yeah, he did say he can't say that he won't ever come back. Which, you know, good. Because, you know, I liked his content. He was really, really helpful to me. So, hopefully he does come back, but I doubt it at this stage because, like we said, he's not someone who plays the game in a casual sort of way, and that's where the game is headed, so, yeah, I don't know that he'll come back. Maybe he'll start playing another game on another channel, and we'll end up watching that instead.
Could be.
Do a Dark Man.
Yeah, I suppose he could do that.
I got a little bit excited when Darkman came back with that video. I was like, oh, okay, now I can watch his content and see how we go and all that. And no, he plays completely different games now. Ones that I would never play, so.
Yeah.
Which is fair, you know, you do what you enjoy. Bruce Wayne says, Multi, are you going to watch the new Superman movie? There has been more new clips about it, and my favorite part is when Superman got mad at Lex and say, where is my dog, meaning Crypto. I mean, I'm gonna see it.
Absolutely not. Not watching those silly movies,
You're
ever.
not gonna see Superman. Such a liar. He's definitely gonna see it. I'm looking forward to it. I've got family members who want to come with me, so it'll be great. We'll have fun.
I will most likely see it. Although I thought I might go see. Oh, wrong way. I thought I might go see the Thunderbolts, and I ended up not seeing it. So you never know. But nah,
Superman is your favorite.
well, a good Superman is my favorite. Like
Yeah, true.
like I don't know if Baby Superman that throws a tantrum will be my favorite.
Yeah, I must admit that's very off-putting. I'm hoping that it's gonna not be like that, and that was just taken out of context or something, but, you know, my hopes are not that high, which is a shame, because Superman's awesome. Why is it always this one in the corner we miss? It's always, like, hiding from us. Yeah, it's alright, I got it now. It's like a little alcove bit off to the side at the very start of when you get in this room, and it's always that one that I have to run back to.
At least I remember liking Lois in I'm pretty sure she was in come on. Pretty sure she was in House of Cards. I seem to recall she was good in there.
Yeah.
So at the release she'll do a good job with Lois Lane.
I hope so. I don't have anything against the actor who's doing Superman either. I'm just, the way that he's being portrayed in the clips that I've seen makes me think exactly what you said, teenage tantrum. Like,
well, we may run into a similar issue than with Henry Cavill. Like Henry Cavill, in theory, was a good Superman, but the scripts he had, the part he had to play was not good. So it ended up not being a very good Superman.
Sorry, Multi.
If you had been able to play like in the Joss Whedon Justice League, he kind of sort of was starting to play a more classic version of the character, but sadly at the time it probably was too late.
Why are there 4 of us over here?
I don't know.
Guys, we don't need 4 on one side.
Okay, let's go to the other side. Which side is missing?
I'm on the left. I'm on the left. We don't need 4. Oh, we got 3 now. That's a bit better.
You're 4 on the left. Okay. So I'll go on the right.
We were. Now we're 3 again. Yep. Because I'm Australian, so I go to the left. It's just natural.
I won't say anything.
There we go. This is so annoying how long it takes. Because we are like, we've defeated all the enemies all the way up to the door. And now we're just standing here waiting. It's just annoying.
It's called a time sink. Basically, it's their way to
It doesn't mean I don't hate it.
You cannot. You're forbidden to hate it. It's
too late.
It's on purpose. Like they're trying to increase the playtime, and it's the way they found to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like the thing that pops up on the screen at the end of completing an event that blocks your screen, so you have to wait a sec or two.
Well, that one I
That seems like
understand.
time sync to me as well.
For that one I understand because very often when you have messages on the screen, very often people will miss those messages. They won't see them,
Yeah,
even if they're like way back when we used to have it some big red letters at the top of the screen that would tell us certain messages, and people would manage not to see that. So I can understand them trying to make everything idiot proof, as they says, to make sure that people don't miss it. To make sure that people understand
yeah.
that they did complete the scene.
Get him down before he gets there. That's good. Very nice. I like my group. We're good little group over here.
Sadly for you, we have
MRA.
we have the best group.
No. We definitely have the best group.
Since a heavy engineer in the right circuit.
Are you in the middle?
Yes.
Then you're okay because you're competing with us in speed for getting your line done.
Oh, we're there. We're waiting.
Yeah, same.
No.
It's so annoying.
We're there
Take
before
a
you.
nap. Like we could just rest. You wish. MRE says, do y'all think they will do double nth metal soon? I know y'all know the tea.
We don't know. They're not telling,
No, we don't.
and we don't know.
We complete
Yeah.
the lab circuit. Nice.
They're trying to be very very secretive about the whole thing, and somehow they seem to think that
Center circuit
it's better if we
complete.
don't know.
That seems to be their opinion on everything they do. It's better if
Yes.
they don't know, because then if we fail, there's no problem.
We've completed all the circuits. Excellent.
Yay! We're through. Alright, let's go get all the little
Center
white
core.
dot
They filled
things.
Mogo's primary crystals with yellow energy. We need to turn them.
I'll be glad when this one's over, because that section is really annoying.
To restore their own light.
Come on, you can do it.
Do what? That we already did that section.
Green
I
light
just
has
hate
been
it. I
restored.
hate it, and I don't think I'll ever not hate it. It's so annoying. It slows us down so much. I know why they're doing it. Like, you're absolutely right. It's to get the playtime to be longer, but it doesn't make me hate it any less.
Do you want to
It's
let
very annoying.
Amon Sir rule the world and the universe? Come on.
Maybe. Today I'm a villain, so yes, that's fine with me.
If we don't stop Amon Sir, who will?
Nobody! And we will be fine with that, because we
Nah.
are bad dudes.
We're not fine.
We're totally fine. And at this stage, ruling the world means ruling Mogo. Do we care? Do we care about Mogo as Red Lanterns? I don't think so.
Poor Molgo.
Junior! Junior said good afternoon to all heroes and to all villains. Have a bad afternoon, but in a villain way.
Good afternoon.
By doing bad things.
But yeah, so for the Superman movie, yeah, I'll probably go see it. But you never know. It could happen that sometimes life gets in the way and I don't get the chance to see it for some reason.
Corrupted a crystal. Take it back. He's drawing strength from the crystals.
But I suppose
That doesn't happen, because we need your opinion.
if all goes well, I'll be there. Oh, people are already there.
Yeah, I got grounded on my way over, so I couldn't get up. So someone else got
Oh,
up.
I guess. Okay, I guess I'll stick with Amon Sir then.
Yep. I mean, you're the tank. You shouldn't be running around anyway.
I always run around.
No! Bad tanking. Bad. I say that, but I get knocked out as a fire tank. What am I talking about?
But one other thing about not so much a Superman movie, but the whole strategy around the movie is that they were very not unlike the DCUO devs. They were very secretive about everything, about Batman, about what the future projects they would have. They even canceled some of their projects that they had announced, and then when they kind of saw that the ticket sales maybe were not what they were hoping for, all of a sudden they started announcing that, okay, we're working on the Batman movie, we're working on the Wonder Woman movie, we're working on they started announcing like 3 dozen projects, and
Yeah.
it's very easy for them to do that because that costs nothing. They did that. I'm sure I've used that as an example before, but they did that already with the Fantastic Four, if you guys recall. When we had the Fantastic Four with Josh Trank and what's his name, Michael B. Jordan, and I forget the rest of the cast. They were very, very quick to announce that there would be a Fantastic Four 2 to try to drum up interest and increase the ticket sales. Sadly for them, it didn't work.
There goes his shield. Attack!
And afterwards, we
That
never
doesn't
heard
work this
about
time either.
Fantastic Four 2 ever again. They seem to be doing a similar strategy. So now they started announcing a whole bunch of stuff that they could have announced. There's some of those stuff they could have announced much earlier, but they waited for I guess the ticket sales to be in trouble before doing that.
Why am I never in the same phase as you, honestly?
I don't know.
Always kicks me out somewhere else.
Maybe the game knows something we don't. I don't know.
That we do want to be together though, because that we're chatting away and we're in the same loadings. It makes perfect sense. Ragnar says, I can't wait for the new Superman movie. I'm going to go watch that. I am so going to go watch that. I'm looking forward to it because we're going to do Gold Class, which is very fancy and like a little bit pricey. But you know, once in a while, going and doing something like that is a good bit of fun. And my mum is coming, and my brother is coming, and it's going to be good. And the place where we go to Gold Class has really yummy spring rolls, so we're going to eat spring rolls and watch Superman. It'll be great. And even if I don't like the movie, the spring rolls will compensate for that fact, you know?
That makes no sense. Superman isn't Chinese.
He doesn't have to be to enjoy spring rolls. I'm not asking him to cook them.
It's cultural appropriations. Okay? Kryptonians aren't Chinese.
It totally isn't. Food is there for everybody to enjoy.
You should eat Kryptonian food for the occasion.
Well, they don't have that at Gold Class, sorry. I mean, we could speak to them about it, but I don't think they're going to change it in time. You know?
Oh.
You know? Bruce said it's going to be fun. Me and Shadow will watch it. Right! We're totally watching it. Tiny Lilith said the missions are Star Trek Online. That's how they do their missions. Yeah, I'm not surprised that that's how they did it on here. Because they're doing what they're used to. They're doing what they know. So it makes sense. I'm kind of glad I haven't played Star Trek Online. Sometimes I'm like, I regret it. And I should have played because then I would have more knowledge about what's coming with the new developers. But honestly, I'm kind of glad that I haven't. Because then I don't know what to expect. Which is a little bit more fun. You know, when you know what's coming, it's not as fun. At least for me.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to wonder, because if you do the same thing you were doing before, won't you get the same result? And the result for Star Trek Online is that they ended up sending the work overseas. So
Yeah.
is that going to happen again in this case?
Who knows?
Like, are they repeating the mistakes of the past and prepping the game to be sent overseas?
Let's not hope that.
I would guess they probably didn't think it through, but maybe there's something we don't know.
Yeah. I love how our Red Lanterns look. We look so cool.
Oh yeah.
Junior said, I know, right? Junior said, hey, AU girl, be careful when reading the comments. Some clown yesterday made Multiverse read something bad, so be careful, please. Thank you, I will. I will watch and make sure I don't end up saying anything stupid. What did they make you say, Multi? That's so mean.
Can't say it.
Don't be trolling Multi. He's a sweetie.
Basically, they wrote something that didn't seem bad, but when you actually read it out loud phonetically, it wasn't a good word.
Ah, okay. That's fair. On the bright side, I tend to mispronounce things that I don't know the word for, so...
Pretty sure you would have...
That probably will help my situation.
pretty sure
Done
you
the
would
same?
have... it was simple enough.
Okay.
It wasn't like a
complex.
complex...
Watch it. Okay.
It wasn't like a complex word. It was very
Their
simple.
ability to deputize lanterns means they have a
But the word
constant
was
stream of
written...
new recruits.
Fair.
I didn't think about it. I didn't even occur to me to
Yeah.
think about it, and then when I said it, I said, okay, there we go.
Yep. Alright, I'll watch for it. But thank you so much for the warning, Junior. I appreciate that.
We're in a position to launch an assault on Mogo.
PDG90
So for
said,
now, we can neutralize
check
that
your mail,
oversight.
Shadow. Why? What's in my mail? I hope it's not bad. It's probably just mail with the word Barbatos.
Could be.
I'll check once we head out of the load-in. Bruce said, Multi is Superman, your rival, but I know... Hang on, Multi... I think it's supposed to be Multi. Is Superman your rival? But I know you like Superman, maybe the new one, lol. I don't know. Is Superman your rival? I don't think so.
Not
You love
especially.
Superman too much. He's your best friend. If you could be a superhero, you'd be Superman.
Maybe I'd be the Phantom, you don't know.
I do know. You've answered the question twice on this channel when I've been here. You totally would be Superman, which is silly. You should definitely choose Martian Manhunter. He's way cooler. You can phase through things. I highly recommend.
What's wrong with the Phantom?
He's lame by comparison. His abilities are not up to scratch with the other two. Just saying. You know I'm not wrong.
He has a horse and a cool wolf.
Yeah, but you can get those as a normal human. Like, you could just get those as Superman if you want to. I think you would make a lovely Superman. And you can, you know, wear proper clothes. And not the undies on the outside. Unless you want to. You might be going for the classic style, who knows.
Terror will consume you.
Bruce said, multiverse, can I be your rival? I mean, I at the moment, playing your Red Lantern character, he probably is, since he's Bruce Wayne. And now we all know that he's also Batman, because, you know, he outright stated it in the comment section, chat, sorry. So, maybe? Paul said, sorry, not Paul, Roll, it's an R. Roll said, is the Amon Sur feat fixed, or when will it be? I didn't know there was a feat that wasn't working. What's the feat? Do you know?
Where is your faith?
Not sure about the feet. We do know that there's the old pillar thingy that is glitched. But for Monster himself, I wasn't aware there was a feat that glitched.
Yeah, neither was I. Do you mean a feat, or do you mean something else? Because I'm a little confused. I'm so sorry, Roll.
You will split up into 2 squads. Ground squad.
So who goes left and who goes right?
you gonna say?
Yourselves with the emerald mist that Star Labs has been collecting.
Good question. I'm going whichever way this is. Right? I'm going to the right.
Okay, I'll go left.
Alright. Mogo time. I think I did Mogo, last time? I don't know. I'm trying to alternate because we do it so frequently. But I think last time I did Mogo.
It's Mogo this time.
Alright. Time for me to pick up some stuff. Alright. On the bright side, this goes rather quickly. I think there's 4 people who came on this side this time too. We did an even split, which we don't normally do. But it's the smart way to go. It's faster. We can all pick up 1 each.
Yeah, that way, I think that's how the group gets kind of split. Like, if we both go on the same side, everyone will want to come on our side.
Yeah.
So splitting was...
both sides, like, neither side seems better to me. They're both just, yeah, they're fine.
It's not a better thing, it's just that they'll some of them will try to follow me, some of them will try to follow you, and if we both will go on the same side, they'll all come with us.
That's true. Mind you, we did have that one time where literally everyone went Mogo, and we were the only 2 who went out into the open world.
Well, yeah, but we had done that after the fact. Like, once we saw everyone went to Mogo, then we went to the other side.
Yeah, we waited. Yep. Got one more coming.
Requesting reinforcements.
Oh yeah, they're on their way. Beautiful. We've got one more to put in, and then we'll have we'll kick the butts and then come through. I think they're getting stuck. Did they get grounded? Yes, they did. Okay. Sorry, we've got a few enemies getting in the way. Time to infuse ourselves. That sounds weird. Like I'm a teabag. Alright, there we go. Bruce Wayne said, I agree with Multiverse. The new Superman is like a tantrum baby child, but Christopher Reeves and Henry was the best masterpiece. So the new Superman is good, but the OG is emotional. I don't know if it's good or not good until I see it. Like, the stuff that I've seen doesn't make me that excited about it, unfortunately. And it seems there's two things that seem to be happening with the trailers that they put out. It seems like he tries to put jokes in, which I'm fine with, but that they either don't land or they go on for too long. Like, aha, got the joke, and then it just keeps going and going and going. I think that is something that's a bit of a deterrent for me. And then on top of that, there's also the tantrum. It seems like he's just throwing tantrums like I see teenager, but it's not. It's like a child. So I don't really like those things that I've seen, but I could be getting it out of context. It might be the only ones where that happens, and when I actually watch the movie, it's going to be good. I don't know, but because of those things, it's a little bit of a deterrent for me. But let's hope. Cross all your fingers and your toes when you get there, and hopefully that fixes it. I wish that worked. Then I wouldn't have to do all the editing. Every time I'm like, okay, cross your fingers and your toes, it should just magically make all my editing done.
The security station. Activating security. Surrender.
David said, my brother and I are planning to seeing Superman opening weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go opening weekend for it, because I probably will be doing this live and then my normal live on that weekend as well, but I am planning to go and see it with family. It'll be so much fun. I hope you enjoy it, David. I think you enjoy it when you go with your brother just because you're going with your brother. It's like when I go with mine. My brother and I have a tendency to like nitpick things, not loud and not in like in the cinema if people are with us in the cinema or anything like that, but you know, we like have more fun talking about it than the actual silent sitting and watching, which I know is uncommon and definitely not everyone's favorite. But it's one of mine. I enjoy it a lot. Alright, I went into the maze.
Yeah, it's okay. I saw that. So I'll take care of the
Okay.
NPCs here, and I assume someone will
The
go.
consoles? Yep.
Yes, there seems to be someone for the console, I think.
Okay, yep. Bruce said, Shadow, if you and Multiverse do a 1v1, do you know what character you're choosing? Not at all. I mean, if I'm going to choose a 1v1 with legendaries, which I'm assuming is what you're asking about, I will probably just choose Huntress because I know her loadouts, and I have 0 PvP experience. So having a familiar loadout set might help me a little bit when I first start doing PvP. But otherwise, I don't know what the best characters are to play from Legends. I haven't a clue. So I would be guessing. So probably Huntress just because I will know what I'm doing. But yeah. Who would you choose, Multi, for 1v1? So you can kick my butt. Are you there?
I would choose, I don't know, Batman.
Excellent. Huntress and Batman, father and daughter.
Depends which version of
Well,
Huntress.
depending. Yeah, that's why I said depending. There we go. Nightcrawler says, on my lantern tune, I have an armory with every lantern in the game. Awesome! I love that. I originally was doing that, and now I've actually created some lanterns anyway. So, not on this server, I have, I think, only my Green Lantern character is on this server. I've also got Red, Black, and Indigo on EU. And on Xbox I have a Green Lantern, and on Switch I have a Green Lantern. So I have lanterns everywhere, but I originally was just doing the styles of Green Lanterns just like you are, but then I started getting into it a little bit, so I made a few tunes that are actually those lanterns. I can't help myself, guys. It's too much fun creating characters, you know? Oh, did some people get stuck behind us? They did. Okay. That's right. Tiny Lilith and I are on it.
Reorganizing the construct room.
We've got one more door to get through. Nope. I mean, Tiny Lilith, you go that way and I'll go this way, and then if you get through first, yay, and if I get through first, yay. We'll get through.
Reorganizing the construct room.
Bruce says, I remember when Henry was the Wolverine bear in Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Oh yeah, the cavalry.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was pretty funny. Yeah.
That's
He
some
said,
fun
I mean
bits.
the Wolverine variant. I loved that. That was funny.
Construct room.
And it seemed like he was really enjoying it too. I don't know who's doing your consoles. We've had the same doors open twice.
Okay, I'm not sure which one they did.
Yeah, I'm
Let's try
sorry.
this one. That's okay.
Just for whoever they are, if they're listening, then they'll know.
So I'll try this one.
Tiny Lewis is on one side and I'm on the other side, and they haven't opened for either of us yet.
Okay.
Oh,
So
there we go. Tiny Lewis can get through.
okay.
I think. Did you get it? Oh no, she's one back. Never mind. She's one back. I'm wrong.
Did you go through now?
Nope. Didn't open mine.
So I'll do the next one. What about now?
Construct room.
Nope.
Dang! So
I
it's
don't know
there.
which one it is, but
Well, I know which one now. There's only one left.
that one. Yes. Okay. I'm through into
Oh.
the last room. Okay.
You're through
Now
again.
I'm pretty sure any other you open, I'm pretty safe. One more little door to the computer, but I'm in the last room.
Reorganizing the construct room.
And nope. Darn it! I'm getting attacked. Hang on. Okay, and I'm out. Done. Everyone's free. Oh, that was just mildly fiddly. I have the exclamation. I do. Beautiful. I can't help it. I've been calling them exclamations for such a long time that trying to remember to call them investigations and briefings just sometimes slips my mind. I'm gonna be honest. Frequently slips my mind. But at least everyone knows what I mean if I say exclamation, right? It's very obvious.
Reader just polite to say anything.
That's probably true. That's good. Everyone keep being polite. Bruce said, Deadpool was right because in the movie Deadpool said we will treat you so much better than those Marvel down the street, and I agree. Henry should be in Marvel. He shouldn't be in, he should have been Null or Sentry. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I'm stumbling over words today.
Nah, sadly Marvel can be as bad as DC. Look what they did with Jeremy Renner. They tried to get him back at half the price of what they used to pay him for twice the work. So
That's really not nice. Yeah.
it's
I think so.
it's not a matter of one being better than the other. They both have their issues.
Try again.
I wouldn't know. I don't know enough about it to be able to...
Sometimes you have to choose the less bad option as opposed to the best option.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate.
That's life.
I think with the new Superman movie, I think, unfortunately, I'm more looking forward to just going to the movies with my family than the actual movie I'm going to see. Like, I'm not happy about it, but I'm a little bit, I don't know if nervous is the right word, concerned maybe, that I'm not going to enjoy the movie. I don't want to come away from it and hate the movie, but who knows.
But also, they already got the guy, someone playing the Sentry. So for Henry Cavill, they would have to find him another role. Maybe Hyperion, that could be a fun bit. If they were to take like Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and have them play the Squadron Supreme or the Squadron Sinister, depending on which version, that could be a fun bit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you're
agrees
breaking
with
up.
you. He said, I'd rather see Henry Cavill as Hyperion. Oh, sorry, I haven't done anything.
It's alright. Could be the
I'm literally just sitting here.
could be the internets,
Oh, maybe.
evil internets, or the game. So
Oh,
many.
we ended up on Mogo.
Archillo
Yeah.
and his crew are here, and they're doing some serious damage.
Let's start with Archillo then, and we'll try the freaking escort that never works.
Alright, I'll have to check my mail after then, because I was gonna check it, but I'm out here now.
No mail for you.
Alright, so what are we doing first?
Let's start with
Mail me.
let's start with Archillo. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, did we lose? Freaking it! I hate when they do that.
What happened? You were
I
okay.
was still in the in the mission.
Oh, right, yes.
Oh, yeah, so if you guys want to come and join us with the open world, I didn't check. Did you check what phase we were in, Shadow Lady?
I will check now.
Can you?
We are in phase 4, guys.
Okay.
So please feel free to join us and kick a killer's butt. Will we do it more than once so people have time?
We'll see how it works out.
Oh no, he's really high life. We won't need to do it twice.
Yeah,
you guys will
well,
get here in time, no problem.
plenty of time for guys to get here. Assuming
Yeah.
the phase is not full, obviously.
Yes, true. Bruce said it's always about the budget money issue that they cared about nowadays. It's always but money that they care about instead of understanding the character development and the story. Sorry, that's all one sentence. I wasn't sure where the stopping in the sentences were. So I hope that made sense. But yeah, one thing I kind of dislike that I see quite a bit is when they have a narrative in mind and they force the characters to play out the narrative regardless of whether it makes sense for those characters' personalities, and their personality kind of changes. I don't have a really good example that's to do with superhero stuff, but I mean, like 10 Things I Hate About You is a good example where the main character by Heath Ledger is kind of aloof, doesn't care about people, does random stuff kind of to scare people, I think, like when he's stabbing the science project thing. But the second that he's the love interest, his personality completely does a change around. It's not a good superhero example, but
Well, Game of
something I
Thrones.
don't like seeing is when the personality of the character isn't taken into account for the storyline.
Game of Thrones was
Sorry?
an example of that.
Oh yeah, that's a good example.
In
There's
the
quite a few.
last couple of episodes, we had all the characters that acted out of character so that they could move the story in
Yes.
the direction they wanted to.
Exactly. It's I don't like it very much at all, and it makes it. I like to not be able to predict the ending of things. Like I like to see things that I don't know what's coming. But if I don't know what's coming because they completely change the personality of the characters I'm enjoying watching, I don't enjoy it. It's annoying. So I hope they don't start doing things like that more often because it's really off-putting. It's why I have kind of stopped watching a lot of things from Hollywood and tend to watch, or try to, because I haven't had a lot of time recently, but watch anime things instead because the storylines are unpredictable on those. Bruce said, Shadow, your console breaking up because the voice was glitching or lagging. Oh, okay. If it's glitching or lagging, it's either to do with internet or the game, I think. Because my hookup is perfectly fine and I haven't moved enough to impact it in any kind of way, so yeah, I'm so sorry guys. I've got the new headset and it works better than the old, but it's still, you know, not
Well,
great when I go live on Multi's channel.
Obviously, it's your fault, of course.
How is it my fault? It sounds perfect on my channel. It's just when I go live with you. Which, I mean, lends itself to the idea that maybe it's your fault.
Nah, it has to be your fault.
No, it's totally not. Jason said Warner Brothers is to blame mainly for Henry's deal. DC Comics just licenses the property. Which way am I facing? Oh, here we go.
Hey, I could use your help. Quardians are taking advantage of the situation with Mogo. They're planting pain generators.
We have
and
energized
terrorizing
I
several
wouldn't
Mogo
know.
crystals
Take 'em
with
If
down.
you know,
energy
then
of
you're better off
Rescue the
answering that one because I have no idea.
power.
Well,
How any of
it's
that works.
To repel those lanterns and restore
it's
the
it's a,
crystals.
a mixture of Warner and James Gunn, and there's a truckload of reasons why the whole thing fell apart. But in a nutshell, they as soon as they made Justice League with Joss Whedon, they did not want to use Henry Cavill anymore. I would even argue as soon as they made Man of Steel, they did not want to use him anymore. But they had a contract. Also, that's the Superman that what's his name, Zack Snyder wanted to use. So they were pretty much stuck with him. But after the Justice League, it was pretty clear that they did not want to use him anymore. And something that did not help is the thing with Shazam. He was supposed to have an appearance in Shazam,
Saddle
but
up. It's time
again
to
there was
move
some
out.
contract dispute and about whether it was a cameo or it would count as a part of his contract or anyway. Um, so the relationship went down the drain really quickly after Justice League with between Henry Cavill and Warner's and DC. But then there was the whole bit with Black Adam. The Rock really wanted to have Henry Cavill in his movie because he did not want to be the nemesis of Shazam. He wanted to be the nemesis of Superman. Like he did not want to fight Shazam in some upcoming
Secure
movie.
the
He
area.
wanted to fight Superman.
What points ours?
Superman
Now
being more popular than Shazam, it would have been more high profile for him. Uh,
You
but
always know more than I do.
but Warner again still they needed to be convinced. So The Rock was able to convince them somehow, but in the end they just used they told Henry Cavill that they would use him as Superman again in movies. Turns out that all they really wanted was to try to give a boost to Black Adam, to the sales of Black Adam, and they had no intention to take Cavill again. And seeing the
That's
result
kind of
also,
sucky.
and also the it's not like Black Adam made billions, so they were able to use the quote unquote not so much failure as the poor performance of Black Adam to get rid of Henry Cavill and the Rock all in one go. So and also it's obvious that at some point they were trying to blame DC or Warner for Henry Cavill not coming back. But it became obvious that from way back when James Gunn had no intention to have Henry Cavill. He was always planning to have another Superman, and he started working on Superman way before Henry Cavill came back in Black Adam. So already when Cavill came back for the Black Adam movie, James Gunn already knew that he was not going to use him. So he was going to go for a new younger Superman. So there's a lot of shenanigans that happened behind the scenes, and sadly, in Hollywood, being stabbed in the back is a common occurrence. But it's not just in Hollywood. When you work in studios, that happens a lot.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but also not surprising. It's one of the reasons I don't pay much attention to it, because it's just kind of sad and not nice to know. Hoofed says yo, so yo Hoofed. Bruce said, multiverse, can I still get the absolute Batman style if it's not sold out, or is it in the time capsule? It's in the time capsule.
Yeah, it's in
The
the time
time capsule
capsule.
that's still dropping.
You could look at
so if you want the style.
the best option would be to look on the broker. I know that there's this crazy lady who opened like 500 time capsules to try to get the Batman style.
Just as many as I did, Smarty Pants.
Well, we're talking about you now. So but the easiest option would have been to just buy it from a broker. The prices on a broker did go down quite a bit, so that would be where I would get the style right now. Opening time capsule, the odds of it, like the chest piece, never. It took a lot of freaking time capsule before I was able to get the chest piece from that. The back piece, I did get it, but it did take it did take a while. So for
136 I had to open before I got the back piece.
see, so sadly some
Crazy.
pieces, if you're not lucky, some pieces will take forever to drop. Much better to just buy them from the broker. And right now the price, last I checked, the prices were pretty cheap. Like it's a mixed blessing, because if you open time capsule and then try to sell the style, you're going to get peanuts for it. But if you did not open time capsule and you want to purchase a style, right now you can get it for dirt cheap.
Yeah. If the ring stays yellow, does that mean it's glitched? Yeah. We have a glitched
49. Yeah, we can see I'm on core, so yeah, it's glitch. So let's leave.
Sometimes swapping phase helps, but if we've already done 2, phase swapping may not help, because they may not have activated it to start with. So give me a sec.
We'll if it's glitched, don't even bother. It's one of the reasons why I did not play the
they
Brainiac
haven't
Returns.
activated it in the other phases.
It's one of the reasons why I did not play the Brainiac Returns very much. When something is glitched, I don't try to fight it. I'll play it later when they fix it, assuming they fix it someday. If they don't fix it, too bad, so sad. We just won't play it.
Oh, I just phase hopped and now I'm inside of a rock. I'm gonna have to rally. But I was checking the phases to see if anyone else has it active. None of the ones that I could hop to have it currently active. So yeah, there's not much point phase hopping to try and get it.
Oh, I guess we lost a few.
Restarting it.
We lost a couple of people. No, let's go back. Let's go back to the
Oh,
House
they
of
probably didn't
Legends.
need the open world. Yeah, sure. House of Legends it is. Oh, Scroll said the game crashed on him. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's annoying. It's becoming kind of frequent. I've had that happen on my lives too, where people have crashed. It's very annoying.
Well, if people come back, we'll invite them. We'll wait just a little bit for that. If they don't come back, then we'll invite other people.
Bruce said, Shadow, don't worry, it's not your fault. Internet can be tricky sometimes. Also, it used to happen to me. Yeah. Thank you!
He's just trying to be nice. It's totally your fault.
PDG90 gave me the red lanterns. Oh my goodness, I love you. Thank you! Ah! I'm gonna match everybody now. That's so kind. Thank you so much.
What did he give you?
I've got red lanterns. Red lantern henchmen. Because I didn't have it on this character. I said it at the start. So now I've got them. Yes! Oh, thank you so much, PDG. That's so kind of you. Now I have awesome henchmen. Oh, actually, I should go... I'm gonna quickly go to my base and make sure I've got that all the way up because I can't warp. Never mind. I will wait a minute because I didn't fill up the, you know, the one where you pay 7 source marks to get it up to level 3.
Sure.
I haven't paid that in ages because my henchmen don't need it because they're the elite version one. Oh no, I've got 3 there. That's 3 henchmen, right?
Now the $50,000 question.
I must have paid it.
Which elite?
50,000.
The Hazmat or the Lanterns?
Well, on this character, it's the lanterns because the hazmat I only have on my hero.
Yeah, but they're Green Lanterns.
I've kind of gotten used to the Green Lantern ones, to be honest. On most of my damage builds now, I use them. And when I swap to tank or healer, I use the Envirotech guys. So even though I really do like the Envirotech guys' healing ability, the little bit of extra damage I get, I kind of enjoy. So the lanterns have been, I don't know, for like a week and a half now, I've been using them more frequently.
Yeah, but
Sorry, Multi.
the Hazmat do like twice the damage.
They do? I haven't noticed that.
The Lantern do about
Maybe you're right.
5 million damage. The Hazmat do 9 point something, almost 10 million damage. So they roughly do twice the damage.
Yeah.
The difference, though, is supposedly if you're a high level DPS, if you're like in the top 1% with a DPS, then the 10% from a Raging Knight will give you more enough damage to make up for the 5 million difference. So you will do roughly 10 million with the 10% Rage Knight if you are a top DPS. Sadly, that's 1% of the player base.
DPS on this one.
That's my point. So for 99% of the player base,
Yeah.
the Hazmat are better. And also another thing is that the Hazmat have the healing ability, which the others don't. So in the best
character, I have no choice anyway.
So in the best case scenario, they do the same damage. In the worst case scenario, the Hazmat do more damage, and they also do. Let's invite Princess here, and they also heal. So
Princess Ivy and I look cool. We're matching. Oh, we're even moving in unison. We're twins.
ah. So we need just one more,
Beautiful.
unless we decide to be brave and just go with one less person.
I mean, we could totally do that.
Well, we'll wait a bit. If people don't join, then we'll just go. This.
Ragnar is asking. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. We'll just go to
I didn't hear you
Seminoles.
talking till just.
Oh, Tiny Lilith. No, she's still here again.
Yay! Tiny Lilith was awesome. She was dancing with me on Mogo. Appreciate it.
Oh, I think we got our last member.
Whatever. Yay! Princess says hello, Multiverse Shadow, and everyone. Hello!
Hello.
You look awesome! I'm saying that because she's dressed the same as me. You know, she clearly has good taste.
So we'll go play another one of your favorite missions.
We're doing Kazmir.
How did you guess?
Yes. I know you too well. Also, if you said it's my favorite, we all know which one it's going to be.
Yeah, assuming the menu, freaking menu. Holy
I know,
God,
it's lagging so much. Yeah, very, very bad. There we go, I'm queued up. I need to get my cool dance. I wish Summer was here so I could get my summer vibing dance on every single other one of my characters. That's going to be too expensive. Never mind.
Yeah, David has a point though. Like, sadly for the elite henchmen, if you don't have the hazmat dudes, you're gonna have to wait until next year to be able to get them again for the spring seasonal to come back. So if
Yeah,
you
well,
don't
that's my
have
issue on my villain.
so
I don't have
if
it.
you don't have the hazmat dudes, then yeah, no choice. You have to use the own tactical henchmen. And also,
Yeah.
the one thing I guess about the own tactical is that you can redeem them for every single characters in your account.
Which is very nice. Uh, Ragnar said, "Who's the better Superman, George Reeves, Christopher Reeves, or Henry Cavill?"
Christopher Reeves, of course.
From what I've seen, Christopher Reeves. Yeah.
in there draining spectral energy.
It's not even a question.
Bloody parasite.
Well, I haven't consumed all of the Superman content, so I'm probably speaking from a place of only having seen a little bit, and I've seen more Christopher Reeve than anybody else, and I really liked his portrayal. But for me, it's him.
Well, even Superman 3, like I know people think that the movie is too silly, but the simple fact that it is with Christopher Reeve, that alone makes it worth watching. And even Superman 4, I know a lot of people criticize Nuclear Man and all that stuff. Oh, there's a Shadow Lady here.
Excellent.
So I know a lot of people, let's say, don't have a high opinion.
Head together.
We did. I know people don't have a high opinion of Superman 4, but just having Christopher Reeves makes it worth it.
I don't know that I've seen Superman 4. I don't mind a little bit of silliness. As long as the joke lands and then they move on, I'm good with silly.
It's the one where
I
he
haven't
sends.
seen Superman 4, I don't think.
It's the one where he tries to throw all the nukes in the sun, and the evil Lex Luthor puts something in one of the nukes that creates a sort of clone of Superman and Luthor that is called Nuclear Man. And then, of course, Superman has to fight.
It's not ringing a bell. I don't think I have seen that one. But I mean, it was a long time ago too.
Imagine a blonde.
Probably not remembering everything well.
Imagine a blonde Christopher Reeve with Lex Luthor's voice or Gene Hackman's voice, and you
Okay.
kind of you have meet Nuclear Man.
Okay. Good to know.
He did have a pretty cool costume, I thought, but most people didn't like him very much, or at all.
Yeah.
But just having Christopher Reeve for one more Superman movie, that alone made that worth it.
You've got itchy trigger finger.
Why?
Because you don't stand still. When I used to play Elder Scrolls, there were people I used to play with who were in kind of like a league from like on here, who had itchy trigger fingers, and the whole time we're waiting for a load-in, they would just run around my character all the time. It was distracting. It was distracting.
No, I'm not. I just do that here because you never know where the freaking enemies will spawn from.
That is true. But at least the mini-map is handy. I like the mini-map in this game. You can always see what's coming pretty easily.
Oh, the map is fine.
Oh, sorry.
Not-
David
the-
said, "I'm leaving the group, but I'll keep watching the stream." Bye, David! Kind of. It's not really a bye, because he's still here. He's just not in character.
Why is he leaving?
Clearly he was tired of you.
We'll be so sad now.
Could be working. He often watches our streams while he's working, so that might be why.
If work keeps you from
He's had enough of these stupid raids. Just saying.
if work keeps you from watching the stream, you have to quit your job.
Quit your job?
Yep.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Of course. You have to set your priorities in life. So when your job,
Incidentally, sorry, you go first.
when your job interferes with your gaming, the choice is clear. You have to quit your job.
And on that note, I won't be here next week, guys. I have a party, so I won't be here. So we all know where my priorities are, you know?
That's okay.
And it's gonna be great. It's a D&D party, and my sister is DMing, and my sister is so funny. So it's gonna be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it.
And just for that, we'll create a super duper cool event that you won't participate in.
Oh, that's so mean. You have to have a boring event if I'm not gonna be there. Okay, everyone dress boring.
We'll create the best event of the year.
Don't do that. That's so not nice. Hang on. Each Griffin. Jason Griffin said each actor played a different type of Superman specific to each generation. See, but my generation one isn't Christopher Reeves, and I still like him better. I don't know. I also haven't seen enough content to be able to give 100% because I haven't seen everything of Henry Cavill's stuff or anything, so I don't know. But yeah, they all did play a different role. Bruce said, imagine if Tom Holland or Toby or Andrew played Superman, maybe Ben Affleck. I cannot imagine Tobey Maguire doing it.
Well, technically, Ben Affleck did play Superman, and there was this movie about the death of George Reeves, where he plays George Reeves as Superman. So
I have not seen that.
I forget I forget the name of the movie, but
Oh, Scroll says it's a glitch. I'm wondering if he's talking about the thing we were talking about earlier with Ambonsur, or if he's talking about microphone.
either
And
way,
also, just for Scrolls, Barbatos.
Barbatos.
No, Barbatos.
Barbatos.
You clearly emphasize bat. He's a bat.
Barbatos.
Just, you know, I'm correct. No.
Oh, something we don't see often. My favorite Superman was Dean Cain.
I don't even know that I've seen anything with Dean Cain.
I know. Dean Cain was playing Superman in the Adventures of Superman and Lois. I think it was called. That was a while ago. And Lois Lane was. Yeah, it was a TV series. Lois Lane was played by Terry Hatcher.
That's what I haven't seen.
Superman was played by Dean Cain. And the idea was very simple. And then obviously making a TV show about Superman would be expensive. So the show was more focused on the shenanigan at the Daily Planet and the shenanigan between Superman and Lois Lane.
Sounds fun. I'd probably have to watch some to know what it's like, obviously. Obviously, I'd have to watch some to know what it's like.
So it was, I guess, the precursor to Smallville, where you had like 58 minutes of talking scenes at the Daily Planet, and then a minute and a half of Superman scenes with some visual effects.
Okay. Oh, PDG90 said no problem. Thank you. You're such a sweetie. Thank you so much. I love my henchmen. Very appropriate for today. I feel spoiled though. I was half expecting there to be something funny or like a joke or something in my mail, not something really actually helpful. So that was lovely. Thank you so much.
Are you good here? I'm good to go check the north.
Yeah,
North Tower
I'm
for a
good.
second.
North Hill's having problems. Yeah. Go.
Well done, mate.
Jason is asking, can I join the group? Best way to be able to join the group is to send Multiverse a towel in-game, but at the moment we have a full group, so we can't add anybody in. It's kind of a first in best dress scenario. Whoever gets there first or sends him a towel first gets into the group.
But afterwards, we'll go to Kaznia to play the bounties. So if you want to, even if you're not in the group, you could join us to fight the bounties.
Absolutely. There you go. Did you fix the situation, Multi?
Absolutely.
Well done. Team Multi. We need Multi to rescue everybody.
Let us return the favor.
I'm coming back to rescue you.
From the wizard's shield.
I'm fine. I don't need rescuing. I'm not some damsel in distress yet.
Too late.
Oh, there we go. Menace said thanks. Multiverse is the bestest. Do you know? Oh, Bruce said Shadow is the best. Oh, is that me? There's other shadows. Maybe he doesn't mean me. Let's not get my hopes up. Thank you if it's me, and if it's not, understandable. David said, I only have the O1 Tactical Team Elite Henchmen. I think that's what you read earlier, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the problem, is a lot of people don't have, or only have on one character, the Envirotech Henchman.
Well,
I only have it on my hero, so...
Yeah, you had to do quite a bit of farming, or you had to buy the currency, which is probably why they did it that way. They made sure that we could only get it on one character, so you had to farm it.
Feel that, Felix? Your shields get weaker.
So they kind of used that to be able to sell some currency.
It's interesting the choices they make in regard to that sort of thing. Which ones are going to be something we can collect on all characters, and which ones we have to purchase from vendors, and which one we get as a reward that's only for one character. I don't think they know exactly what they're doing in regard to that. Good proof is that iconic ability that we get. I don't know that that was the best choice that they made there.
No, I think they know what they're doing. Yeah, they're trying to maximize revenue as much as possible. And for certain popular items, they try to like they made. It's not an accident if they made the hazmat guys OP. They wanted to make sure that people had an incentive to try to purchase them for as many characters as possible. And in some cases, that meant buying some currencies if people were not able to farm. Because also they did not make it like if they had done like the regular henchmen where once you get them you can then give them to your alternate characters using your dispenser. This time they made sure that you could not do that to encourage people to possibly purchase the currency.
Oh yeah, I think they knew exactly what they were doing with that. I think though, I might be wrong. I mean, maybe this is exactly what they wanted, but with the iconic ability in the capsule from collections, that seems like a bad decision to me long term. Because I won't ever do that again, knowing that I can only get that on one character.
Yeah, but still, they got you to do it at least. They got you to open 500 time capsule at least once. And if they do that,
open 500 multi.
If they do that with everyone, that's a lot of time capsule. So
that's true.
And
yes.
you have to think also. They're probably thinking a short term. So they'll probably think, okay, how can we get as much money as possible this quarter? And that was one of their solutions.
Yeah.
Now you bought those time capsule this quarter. Even if the next quarter you decide not to purchase time capsule, they still got the numbers for this quarter. So.
I'll purchase time capsules the way that I normally do for videos, most likely, but trying to get something that's that rare, I'm not going to do extra capsules for that. Like, I'll be done. Just not going to care about it. If I can't get it on multiple characters, that's annoying to me. And I specifically wanted to get the ability so that I could create a vampire character where it would be really handy. There's no point for me to get it now. Unless I purchase it from the broker at a reasonable price and can put it on a different character. Which means I'll have to purchase the ability, not the last collection that I need, then there's no point for me. And I don't think it's worth the nearly 500 million or 400 million that it is now. I won't pay that for it.
The problem is the alternative would be to buy it from Booster Gold, but that's going to be like in 3 years. So it's a long wait for an iconic ability.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I might just not have it and live with it. It's not that strong anyway from what I can see of some video. I haven't watched a full video though. I've watched little bits and pieces.
Yeah, but still, it sucks. If you have, let's say, a Batman character, you want the ability. If you have a Black Lantern Batman character, you want the ability. If you have a vampire character, you want the ability. You may want the ability also for your main character. So any way you slice it, it could be very easy to want to have the ability for multiple characters. And sadly, getting it just for one character already is difficult, to say the least.
Yeah.
Getting it for multiple characters, it's gonna be a tall order.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'm not even bothering for the one character where I only need that one collection, because it's not worth it to me. I'm gonna use it for aesthetic purposes and probably only during October with what I currently have. Unless I can create a character and get it on that character, I don't need it. I don't need it. Fred said, loving the Red Lantern theme, I will have to play my Rage character tonight. Yes! It is Red Lantern Day.
Oh yeah.
And failed.
Bruce is saying, Shadow, can I be your rival? I don't know what that means exactly. Like,
your nemesis, I guess?
When I think it was you. Someone said it earlier. They were talking about being a rival. I think it may have been the same person, but I don't know what that means. Do I have to do anything?
No, I think he just wants to be your nemesis. Like your arch enemy.
I'm okay with that. Well, when I'm playing this character, any hero is an arch enemy, so yes, you are definitely my rival right now.
That stuff.
Well, there was a mission and that we play as a hero where you go into the Hall of Doom, and then you end up fighting an exobyte NPCs.
Yeah.
And I foolishly thought for the first time I played that mission that they had used like if you play as a hero that had used a villain player for the NPCs. Turns out it was just an NPC they made that was supposedly gained powers from the exobites. But I foolishly thought for half a second that they had given us a nemesis by choosing a character from the opposite faction.
Yeah.
Sometimes you give too much credit to the devs, sadly.
True. Bruce said, Shadow, have fun at the party. Oh, I will. My sister is she hasn't DM'd very long, but she's so funny and so clever, so it's gonna be really fun. And, my brother and I have, there's two different brothers, that's gonna get confusing. That brother from AU and I, have a tendency to enjoy creating, different races and also different classes, particularly because my mum plays healer. She doesn't like to damage anyone, she's not really about the attacking, and there's really a very limited choice there. So we create, subclasses that work for her to be able to play a different way each time, but as a healer still. Because, you know, that's what she enjoys, and it benefits us greatly that we have someone who wants to be the healer of the group, right? That's so handy to have. But playing the same thing every single time is very boring. So we've done that in this case. My mum is playing a new way of healing, and we created a race called the Dusk Elves, and they're gonna be so much fun. Like, it's gonna be fun. We're very homebrew in this house.
Yeah, but with
I'm really looking forward to it.
with third edition, they created all the cleric domains so that you can literally create any cleric you want now.
Yeah, but she doesn't want to always play cleric. She wants it to be different. Like in this case, we've created a way that she can heal that has nothing to do with magic.
Okay.
Which is, it's fun. It's good fun.
So you're pumpkin eaters.
What's a pumpkin eater?
A cheater, pumpkin eater.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you'd call it that because we all as a group decide what we're doing and play together as a group.
You can cheat as a group.
Who are we cheating against?
As a group, you can still cheat.
By creating... I'm so confused, Multi.
When you don't follow the rules, you cheat. It's that simple.
Oh, no. We follow the rules in accordance with the DM's choices.
No, you don't. You cheat.
The DM runs the game. So, no, we don't cheat.
If you have a DM that's a cheater, it's the same thing.
Hey, I enjoy homebrew when I DM. I love it when people come up with new things and new ways to work, different races, different classes. It's more entertaining and more interesting. And as long as the entire leveling is fleshed out before we start the gameplay, the DM is fully aware of how it works, so, it works.
So let's go play the bounties. So you guys, if you want to play the bounties, let's go to Kaznia. So we'll play the bounties here.
I mean, I don't mind Kaznia. It's really, really pretty.
It's the prettiest snow map we have.
Yes, it is. It's the only snow map we have, really.
That's why it's the prettiest.
I need you to help them out.
Ragnar said Dean Cain was the best Superman for the TV series. See, that's probably why I haven't seen it. I don't know that I've seen a Superman TV series at all. Man, my load screen is taking forever. There we go.
No, Dean Cain was fine. It's just that it was clearly a series that was made on the cheap, so that they wouldn't have to spend too much effects, too much money on visual effects. So, and it's something we see all the time. Like if they don't want to spend money, they try to find solutions where they could make the show on the cheap. And in that case, the solution was let's make the Superman Lois more of a romantic comedy series, where most of the show is talking scenes at the Daily Planet, and there's only like a minute and a half of actual Superman stuff going on, so that we don't have to spend too much money on special effects. They did try to increase the Superman stuff in the second season, but I don't know how much they actually did that. I have to admit, I did not really watch the show all that much because I didn't care so much about the romance aspect of the characters.
Oh, you don't want to see a romantic story when you're watching superheroes?
I don't watch superheroes for romance. You called me crazy,
no,
but
nobody does.
Well, which is why, like, whenever they try, like at some point they tried to give us Jonathan Kent, the adventures of Jonathan Kent's boyfriend in the Superman comic. I didn't care about that. Like I don't even care about the romance between Superman and Lois Lane. Why would I care about the romance between Jonathan Kent and his boyfriend? So or the same with Tim Drake or so I don't know.
I also do not watch for the romance. We watch for the heroes.
Like with Superman in the 80s, when they reinvented Superman, one of the first thing that John Byrne did was getting rid of the romance between, like there used to be a triangle between Superman, Lois Lane, and Lana Lang, kind of almost pretty much the same formula as we had with Archie and Betty and Veronica. And but when John Byrne reinvented Superman, that's pretty much the first thing he got rid of. The whole romantic triangle that went out the window pretty quick. And he pretty much settled on
Archie, Betty, and Veronica.
Yes.
Who are they? Are they superheroes?
Are you saying you don't know who Archie is? The Archie comics.
I have no idea who Archie is. I know what Archie comics is.
Well, that's it.
I'm guessing these are characters. He's characters in the Archie comics.
Archie is the main character in the Archie comics. And he has two love interests. He has Veronica, who's a really rich, spoiled brat. And he has Betty, who's a sweet girl. Veronica has black hair.
Is there even a love triangle then? Dude, pick money or love.
Nah, he can't. He cannot decide which one. So
that's a very sad story.
So Betty has blonde hair, Veronica has black hair, and so that's the eternal question: who will Archie choose, Betty or Veronica? And Betty was so sweet, Veronica was all mean sometimes. But anyway, and Superman had pretty much the same dynamic, but with Lana Lang and Lois Lane. So, but that's pretty much one of the early thing John Byrne got rid of, way back when.
Good. I'm really not a big fan of love triangles. Just in general, I don't like romantic comedies anyway because they're so ridiculous and not realistic at all. Like, I don't enjoy them. I say that, but then I watch superheroes who also are not very realistic, but they're fun.
I was going to say it's kind of like superheroes. I don't think it's supposed to be realistic.
Romantic comedies?
Yes.
Yes, see, even if they're not supposed to be realistic, they suck.
Of course they
do. They suck even though if they are supposed to be realistic because they make no sense. I can't stand it. I just can't.
Yeah, but somehow the ladies seems to like that kind of crap.
I don't know why. I can't. They're more annoying than anything else. I've watched a couple with one of my brothers, that little brother from AU, and he and I nitpick everything, and it's so much fun. But that's the fun part. The fun part is nitpicking how bad it is. The movies themselves suck. I don't like them.
You don't like Twilight? You're so mean.
I have a lot of things to nitpick about Twilight.
Maybe your heart is.
You
maybe
don't like them either. They destroyed vampires.
Maybe your heart is.
Vampires now teenage sparkly people.
Maybe your heart is dead inside.
I don't know about that. I was pretty excited by your serenading. I mean, it can't be dead inside if that happens, right?
What about 50 Shades of Grey? Surely you like that one.
I have not seen that one. And probably never will because it seems stupid.
Well, it pretty much started as...
Because I used to run a bookshop.
Yes.
When I ran the bookshop, I had to pre-read a part of it, like make sure I had it in my mind what it was because it was starting to sell really well when the movie came out. So I've read like half a chapter maybe, I don't know, not very much. But two things stood out to me. One, I hated the main character already, and two, the grammar was really bad.
Of course.
That's all I know.
It was a fan fiction. It pretty much started as a Twilight fan fiction. So
Actually, yeah, I have heard that.
So let's wait for people, and we'll fight the evil Solomon Grundy.
I think everyone's over here in purple zone, multi.
Are the demons there?
Yeah.
And no one told me. Oh, I'm so sad now.
I'm telling you right now! I literally just got here myself, so it's not like I was over there.
It's too late.
Tiny Little says my mum liked those movies. Oh, so does my mum. My mum also likes them.
Which one's the Twilight or the Twilight or the 50 Shades of Grey?
Oh, my mum Twilight. My mum would never see 50 Shades of Grey.
Why not?
I mean, if you're half asleep, because it's not an appropriate topic for my mum's sensibilities. So, but, oh, there we go. Tiny Lilith's mum liked both. But yeah, Twilight. If you're really sleepy and you just want a stupid show to watch, it's a good stupid show. There's some aspects that I do enjoy. Like I really like, even though I know it's like Alice is showing the Volturi a cutscene from the future of what potentially could happen. That scene was fun. I liked it.
Well,
But the main thing I hate is that they destroyed vampires. Now they're sparkly teenage boys. No.
Well, to
No
be
thanks.
fair, vampires have been destroyed way back when by Anne Rice, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yes. Yes. I agree with that. But yeah. I don't like the love triangle. The whole concept of Jacob imprinting on Bella's child while she's still pregnant with the child, and that's supposedly going to escalate into a romantic situation, puts me right off. That's so horrible.
Well, that's where you see that people in Hollywood are not nice people.
Yeah. And then also, like, Edward is supposed to be massively older than Bella as well. He's hundreds of years old, but because he looks like a teenager who sparkles, that's okay. It's not okay. It's gross. I don't like it. But if you don't think about those things and kind of ignore them, have some popcorn and be half asleep, you can kind of enjoy it. Oh, and the choice they made with putting that older girl's face on the baby was really bad. Really, really bad.
A lot of choices they made were really bad, so
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Did you get it completed, Multi?
Yes.
Excellent. Solomon time. He would burn. Probably. I'm fire, so it's probably going to happen.
Poor Solomon.
Oh, Jason said I already joined. I'm Kuaya? Kuaya. Cool. Awesome. See, that's what happens when we're further back in the chat. Things have already happened after I've said it.
So I guess is everyone?
Oh,
no.
Bruce is so nice. Sorry?
We're still waiting for someone who's picking up the question. Oh, too late.
It wasn't me. I didn't start it.
Well, that's okay.
That's right. Everyone's here.
We were only missing one who was just picking up the quest, so it was right there. So he was able to get back to us.
I see.
I know it sucks because Solomon moved, but someone had a red lantern uplink and I had the bat uplink, and they kind of went over the top of each other and looked so cool because they're both red. I love that. I should have known better than to cast my uplink that soon. Gotta wait till he's stuck in position. According to Bruce, I am the best. And according to Nightcrawler, Shadow's mum is the best. I agree with Nightcrawler. My mum is the best. I noticed no one's saying you're the best, Multi. I'll say it for you. Multi, you're the best.
That's okay. My ego is fine. I don't need people to tell me. I know.
I knew you were going to say something like that. Ray said, Earth Powers is awesome. I'm doing very good. I was practicing a lot better to become a tank. Awesome! I also have a Earth character who I made recently, which is my Earth 3 Superwoman for my Crime Syndicate League on the EU server, and I'm getting used to her, but I won't be playing her as a tank most of the time because another league mate has a tank, so I will likely be playing damage with her, but she's fun to play, and it's been so long since I played Earth. I'm kind of enjoying it. It's not my favorite ability. I find the shield really annoying for it, but I just swap it out for hard light and then I'm happier.
Well, you don't really need a shield. If you take care of your friend Brick will take care of you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not quite there yet. I need to get it sorted with the loadouts. They're still at the same loadout stage that I had at the end of the Ultimate Recruitment event, I think, or at the end of when I created her. Which is not good. It means, like, there's loadouts that make no sense. She's going to keep heat vision because it makes sense for her character, so even if it's not the best choice, we're stuck with it.
Why is it not the best choice?
Because there's different loadouts that go together better than having the heat vision in because it doesn't have burning in that loadout set.
Well, it doesn't matter. By itself, heat vision
And because
is,
I don't have the artifact.
By itself? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then no choice.
I will, but I don't
Yeah,
yet.
you have to get the artifact.
Yes, I have to. It's a must.
Unless you decide to use the Omega Totality and fake out the heat vision that
I
way.
don't know. I think for her, she's supposed to be more like Superman. So I would probably lean towards the heat vision because she's supposed to have tapped into Superman's powers, right? That version of Superwoman. So
Uh, sort maybe it's a bit weird because she's supposed to be the counterpart to Wonder Woman.
I know, which makes zero sense. She should just anyway.
So it's a bit of a weird mixed bag. I guess
Yes.
the when they came up with those characters way back when, they did not overthink it very much.
Yeah, not thinking that, everyone would question them. Oh, my dad's partner, Tiny Willis. Where are we headed now?
I don't know. Let's go back to the House of Legends and we'll start from there because
Alright.
we're still missing I think one more person. So we have room for one more in the group if you guys want to join.
Bruce is asking Multiverse, what's the name of the red style and the cape? I can't remember the cape name.
Which red style?
Red style is Vestment of Rage.
Oh, the Red Lantern style? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Vestment of Rage. What cape?
Yeah, which the one that you've got on, the one on your shoulder? Is
It's
that Vestment of
the
Rage too?
no, it's from
I don't think
Darkseid.
so.
It's basically I got the Darkseid style from the time capsule, which is I completely forget the name. The Apocalypse Overlord. Apocalypsean Overlord.
Apocalyptic Overlord. Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
this is the enhanced version of the cape because the regular version. Oh, let me show it to you. I guess I should have went.
It doesn't have the glow or the circles as very visible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the Apocalypse in Overlord, like the regular version is only one color. So
Yeah.
I thought the NS version was better. So here we are. Like it has those sort of something that kind of evokes Kirby dots, even if it's not exactly dots. So we have room for one more, and if you're wondering, we're going to go play the Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse mission.
Ugh. It's like you're just playing everything I don't like today, Multi.
Well, if you don't like the latest content, not my fault.
That's true. Certified said, hey, Multiverse, who is your favorite evil speedster? That'd be Zoom, right?
Reverse Flash,
Oh, there you go, Reverse Flash.
or
Say
as he
that.
was known in the Flash TV show early on, the man in the yellow suit.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the first season of the Flash,
Oh,
it
there
was
we go.
awesome.
Bruce agrees with you, Professor Zoom.
Obviously, in the first season, it was awesome. In the first season of the Flash, but even later on, when they changed the actor to have him have his actual face instead of Harrison Wells' face, I thought that with the new actor, the character wouldn't be as good, but he ended up being pretty darn good as well. But also, there's a storyline with Wally West. I think it's around Flash 60 or something. It's a storyline called The Return of Barry Allen with the evil Reverse Flash. I won't say anymore because I don't really want to spoil it. If you guys ever want to read it, it's a pretty awesome saga series. Like it lasted about 5-6 issues, and it had some pretty good bits with the evil Reverse Flash.
Hmm.
And also, it was quite a surprise at the time.
Fred said George Reeve is the prototype Earth 2 Superman vibe.
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know Earth 2.
Earth 2
At
is
least not well enough.
the Earth with the Justice Society of America, where they're in World War II,
Oh.
and Superman is
Yeah.
older with the gray or the white on the temples.
Fred is asking Shadow, do you know the tune Sugar Sugar? Sugar Sugar? No?
Sugar, sugar.
I don't. I don't know what that is. Maybe I need more. I'm not sure.
Well, if this is the one I
apparently-
think, there's one song that goes something like sugar, sugar, boo, 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 boo. Oh, sugar,
Oh,
sugar.
honey, honey. I
Oh,
know that one.
okay. Corresponded with sugar, not honey.
Yep. It's sugar, sugar to start with, and then it swaps to honey.
Oh, then
Apparently, it's the Carrie, the Archies.
I guess I'm gonna have to go back to singing school and learn that song.
No, I love when you sing. Never stop. It's great.
What about the
We
Archies?
just duetted, by the way. Just saying. He said that this sugar sugar is from the Archies. I don't know what that means either.
Might be the group singing it. Could it be?
I don't know. Maybe. If Fred could give us more information, that would be good. David said you forgot the third leg of the love quadrangle. Cheryl Blossom. Is that for Archie?
No idea.
Superman. That sounds like an Archie.
Probably Archie
Does
because
Spoil Granny's plans and retrieve the splinter. Four corners. So it's a love square.
could be a new thing because way back when it was just Archie, Betty, and Veronica.
Follow me.
Oh, my mom said thank you to Nightcrawler. Because Nightcrawler said my mom is the best, and he's absolutely right. You know? There we go. My mom said, I thought Twilight was clever, different, and mostly cute. I ignored the icky bits. Yeah. And if you watch Half Asleep, you can ignore the annoying bits, too.
A lot of, let's say a lot of moms were getting very hot when they were seeing Wolf Boy without his shirt.
That is not my mom at all. No. No. My mom's just a big sweetheart.
And that is pretty much what saved Twilight.
I can endure
The moms?
Yes. Because the movie didn't do all that well at first, but then when the moms, let's say, saw Sharky Boy or Wolfie Boy without his shirt, they kind of became fans, and that's when the whole thing exploded.
Do you have like a big fan group of moms who just love you or something, who tell
No.
you about all this?
I have a good knowledge
Are
of.
you secretly a mom?
I have a good knowledge of movies and the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh, see, sure. I feel like we've uncovered something here, really. But my mom also doesn't hold the same standpoint with vampires that I do. I like the dark, creepy, evil, that's what the vampires I like. I think they're interesting. I find them fascinating. But, my mom doesn't like dark, creepy, evil. She likes nice things. So I don't think that the lack of evil, creepy vampires bothered her at all.
life is pain.
Oh, there we go. My mum said Shadow and Multi are the best. Look at that! My mum thinks you're the best! She's a very smart woman.
We were once
I was about to say despite any evidence about me. Never mind. Oh, thank you so much. Jason gave me the pronunciation. Rhea. That's so much easier now that I can see the pronunciation. Thank you. Awesome name, by the way. I'm really great with pronunciation. Korea says, whatever happens, remember to protect me.
dark side.
Always. Bruce said, Shadow, you're great at being Superwoman and Wonder Woman. Oh, thank you so much! I love my Superwoman and Wonder Woman character. Actually, have I played my Wonder Woman character online with you guys? I don't think I have. I think I created her with you guys, and then I've played her, but not really in any videos or anything, just little brief things. I should play her again. She's fun. She's the only character I have that has, like, the tall height. Because I find it really annoying when I'm in character creation and I'm trying to create a character, and when I choose the tall height, their heads clip behind the UI menu. It's really annoying, so I tend not to make them tall just because of that reason. But, I mean, she's supposed to be in Amazon, so we had to do it on her. Oh, can you pick them up before they actually turn with the little green symbol? I didn't know that! That's kind of cool.
The what?
Ahead of the game. Before the little green symbol comes up on top of them, you can pick them up anyway.
It's time.
Oh.
Because I picked mine up before it was something I could use.
I don't think that will. Never mind.
No one activating? I shall activate it.
Activate
Do
it.
the stupid thing and shoot it for no reason. That was so effective. Let's get the other one. Oh, someone's on it. Beautiful. Ragnar said, someone can take my spot. I have an emergency. I will be back. Oh, okay. I hope everything's okay. It's not good when people have an emergency.
That's
Yeah, absolutely fair enough.
That's what happens with live. Anything can happen.
Yeah. That's right. If life happens, guys, go and deal with life. It's all good. Bruce said, Multi, did you know that Darkseid actually created the Absolute Universe? I don't know, but I heard that he created it.
Yeah, it was the result of the Absolute Power storyline. The idea is that the Absolute Universe was created with Darkseid energy, as opposed to whatever energy created the main universe. So, where does it fit in the multiverse? Not sure. I didn't really look it up.
That's fair.
Because they had already
I'm
created...
really enjoying the water healer. It's so pretty.
Because they had already created the Dark Multiverse with the middle storyline, so I kind of doubt they created another multiverse for the Absolute Universe. So where does it fit in all that? I don't know. They might explain it in the comic, but I didn't really read the comic, but I'm aware of what happened in it.
David said, I like Jessie Quick in the Flash TV series.
Yeah, she was fine.
Is she a villain? Is she bad?
No, she was from Earth 2. She was the daughter of Johnny Quick.
Yeah, I thought she was good, right? She's not evil.
No, she's
I think
good.
the question was, which is your favorite evil speedster? Yeah, okay. I thought maybe I had been mixed up, because you guys often know more than I do about DC, so I want to make sure I'm not, like, lost. David said one of the songs is sung by Archie's, and it was a big hit in the 60s. Oh, cool! Awesome! I wish I knew. I do know a lot of songs. I have the problem of knowing songs but not actually knowing who they're by or even the title of them. If someone sings it, I'll know it. But yeah, I enjoy music quite a bit. As people will know from, you know, seeing the times that I test my microphone, I basically always sing to test it, so. And songs get stuck in my head way too easily. Because now I have Sugar Sugar in my head. Bruce said, was Wally West the main speedster first, or Barry Allen? Because when I was watching Justice League Unlimited, it's shown Wally West, but not Barry. Don't know about the comic.
At the time of Justice League Unlimited, Barry had been dead for like 20 years. But way back when, the first speedster used to be Jay Garrick. Then, sadly, in the 50s, a lot of comics were cancelled. There was this big red scare that comics were corrupting the youth or something like that. So comics had to make a lot of changes, and also a lot of comics disappeared, especially comics with scary stuff, like comics about monsters, vampires, that kind of stuff. Although even romance comics disappeared somehow. Not sure why. But anyways, so a lot of superhero comics, like The Flash, Green Lantern, and all that good stuff disappeared until they were brought back in 1956 with The Flash. Basically, Carmine Infantino and Julius Schwartz decided to bring back The Flash, but instead of bringing back Jay Garrick, they created a brand new Flash with Barry Allen. And they also worked in the story that what inspired Barry to become The Flash was the comics with Jay Garrick that Barry was reading as a kid. And then they revealed
books about the Flash and then became the Flash himself.
Yes, but then they revealed that those comics had been written because whoever was writing the comics was dreaming of what was happening on Earth 2. So the Flash ended up, Barry Allen ended up going to Earth 2 by accident, and that's when he realized that the comics he was reading were actually real. That the writer was...
needlessly complicated.
Well, it's simple enough. I'm just doing a bad job retelling it, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh no, somebody's down. I got you. Oh no, my shield dropped.
But anyways...
I can't pick up.
But anyway, so they made it so that the reason why Barry became the Flash was inspired by the comic, which was inspired by events on Earth 2 that the writer could see in his dreams.
That's weird.
So
but interesting, I guess.
that thing happened in the storyline, The Flash of Two Worlds, where Barry Allen ends up on Earth 2, meets Jay Garrick, and that's how the whole multiverse thing started. So later on, there was another event where Barry Allen had to go, or I think Jay Garrick had to go to Earth 1 or something like that. Anyway, there was another storyline where the two met, and then afterwards, they had to go one step further, and they had the Justice Society meet the Justice League of America. And they even made it a yearly event.
Cool. I'm kind of glad that I have the sound off for this when I'm playing with you, because then I don't have to hear Harley.
Why are you so mean to Harley?
And her defeat.
Because he sounds so dumb in this episode.
So the Flash.
Episodes?
So Barry Allen started in 1956, and he lasted all the way until 1985, I think, when there was a Crisis on Infinite Earth, where sadly DC had the bright idea to kill him and replace him with Wally West.
Because you can crush the enemy. See them
So
driven.
Wally West was the Flash for like 20 some years, which is why when they made the Justice League cartoon, Wally West was the Flash at that time. Actually, when they made DCUO, Wally West was the Flash at that time. But in the early mid 2000, DC decided to bring back Barry Allen, which is why also they asked DCUO to replace Wally West with Barry Allen, which is why we have a weird version of the Flash, which looks like Barry Allen, is called Barry Allen, but actually acts like Wally West, because at first it was supposed to be Wally West.
That's silly.
And then when they brought back Barry Allen from the dead, they kept Wally West for a while, but then we had the New 52, and they kind of changed everything once more.
Oh, David said, "Oh no, Cheryl Blossom was one of Archie's love interests in the 60s. They got rid of her for a while, but brought her back in the 90s." So I think the reason that David remembers that character and you don't is because we all know who David would have chosen if he was in that love square.
No, it's because I was reading, whatever Archie I read was in the 70s, 80s, early 80s.
Oh, there we go.
So
So
odds
no
are
Cheryl.
the character wasn't there at the time.
Yeah. So who would you have chosen? Are you about the dollars, or are you about the nice, kind person?
I would have gone with Betty, of course.
It makes perfect sense. I don't know why anyone would think he would choose otherwise. Alright. I felt like I was running behind there. Bruce said, Multi and Shadow, have you read Archie and Veronica comic? I have not. I've read nothing of Archie comics at all. I just know of them.
I read quite a bit. I had a friend who had a whole bunch of those little Reader's Digest comics from Archie. So when I would sleep at his place, I would read some of those. And
Wait, if there's Archie and Veronica comics, does that mean he chose Veronica?
well, there's Betty and Veronica comics. There's Archie comics. There's a whole bunch of there's a Jughead comics. There's various comics about the whole cast. So I guess they were trying to produce as many comics as long as they would sell, they would produce more and more different titles. But then eventually, most Archie comics pretty much disappeared.
Was it just a love triangle story? Like, is that what the comic was about?
No. But it was an important part of the story. But because he had other characters like Jughead. Jughead was a guy who always wanted to eat. He could eat a horse and still be hungry and want to eat some more. You had Moose, who was the big dumb guy. You had who else did you have? You had Reggie, who Reggie would have wanted to go out with either Betty or Veronica, but they only had eyes for Archie, sadly.
Was Archie, like, unbelievably attractive?
No, not especially.
A big sweetheart. Big sweetheart?
Nope.
Then what on earth did they see in him?
I don't
Did
know.
he sing?
Girls are crazy. I stopped trying to figure out what they seen guys a long time ago.
That's fair.
But anyway,
Fred
so
said Sugar Sugar is from the cartoon. Sorry.
but there was a whole cast of Archie characters, and they had multiple comics at various points.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I'm in a really
Fred said Sugar is from the cartoon The Archies. I was trying to help you remember him and Betty and Veronica reference. In order to remember it, I think it's something I have to have already experienced. I think that's how memory works. And I'm thinking I probably haven't experienced it. I don't know anything about it except that I know of Archie comics and that they exist. I didn't know there was a cartoon.
You don't have to
It could be
pretend.
because I'm in Australia?
You don't have to pretend with us. We all know that you saw those comics. You just don't want to admit it. Oh, someone went down already.
Yep, hang on, I'll get him. Oh, no, I won't. Someone beat me to the punch. I'll try and get the ads away. There we go. But I promise you, I would admit if I read these things. It's much more logical to, sound like I know something than that I don't.
But I read a bunch of those comics, but I never bought a single Archie comic.
Yeah, you got to read them at your friends, which is good. Cost you nothing. Nightcrawler said, I was so tired of hearing Team Jacob, Team Edward when Twilight was out. Maybe it wasn't as big a thing in Australia.
That was
I saw Team Edward, Team Jacob online. There was nothing about it here, as far as I could tell, but maybe I just wasn't around those people, I don't know.
Well, wasn't that enough to see it online?
Oh, yeah, that was definitely enough. Let's never see it again. And also, we shouldn't be picking sides with either of them. They both kind of suck. Just saying.
This foolishness has gone on long enough.
There we go. My mum said in all movies I prefer that they should keep their shirts on. That's absolutely, I agree.
Silence.
I don't know. I'm sure when she saw Thor.
No, you don't know my mum at all if you think that. Ragnar said, sorry I had to get off. That's fine. If you've got life things that happen, guys, you go deal with your life. It's completely understandable, and I hope you're okay. Oh, Superman, hello! He said, hello, Evil Friday villains. You all best be on your best behavior today or tonight. I don't want to have to stop you all. I mean, I'm not really on my best behavior when I'm playing a villain. And frankly, I'm annoyed by this episode, so, it's not great. Oh! Oh, damn it! Is it Kirk? I forgot the pronunciation already! Damn, okay. But Jason says it's like Power Rangers Forever Red. Did I miss more? There must have been more. Oh, no, there's not. I don't know. What does that mean? Like, I know we look like the Power Rangers. Maybe that's what he's referencing. But we should be all different colors, If we're the Power Rangers, which we could totally do. Can you imagine if we did like a live stream where everyone was a different color of the light powers?
How can we do that?
One of each. We can't. How would we know? We couldn't coordinate. We don't know who's coming. It's just impossible.
That's my point.
Yeah, but it would be cool anyway.
It could have been
It
cool.
won't happen. It's a cool thing to think about. It's pretty easy to make Power Rangers in this game too.
We would have to find a way to be able to tell everyone, okay, you're going to be green, you're going to be blue, you're going to be black, but how can we do that? That's impossible.
I mean, everyone could turn up on the day, and then before we go live, we just get everyone who's already in their clothing for the Power Rangers to adjust their colors to whichever one they're supposed to be. I don't know. It's very, very difficult.
How can we know who has a Black Lantern style, who has a Green Lantern style, who has a...
Oh, for lanterns, yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I thought you meant for Power Rangers.
Like, what if we say Shadow,
Lanterns,
you have to be a Black Lantern, and
hard.
what if we say Shadow, you have to be a Black Lantern, and you don't have the Black Lantern style?
I have all of the styles.
Yeah,
But yes, I know what you mean.
no, you don't.
It's. I agree with you. I think it's impossible. I don't think it's gonna happen. Jason said Forever Red was a special episode where every Red Ranger at the time teamed up. Oh, I haven't seen it. My brother probably loved that one. He likes the Red Rangers. I've seen quite a bit of Power Rangers, but I was walking in and out for a lot of it because my siblings watched it more than I did. So I haven't seen everything, but I did enjoy it. It was good fun. Like, it's just silliness. It's fun. Paul said, my guy. I don't know what he's specifically referring to, but it might be in reference to Superman, who is everyone's guy. Custis says, hey, multiverse, and happy Evil Friday. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Happy Evil Friday to you too.
Bye now.
Jason said the game keeps telling me I can't receive ally favors. How do I get it to stop? I have no
You're
idea.
probably maxed out. Yeah, there's a cap.
Oh, there's a max.
Yeah.
You gotta spend it. Well, that sucks. I didn't know there was a cap. I've never reached it, clearly.
You gotta spend it or lose it.
Yep. There you go.
Well done.
He also said keep dying on this backwards planet.
Apocalypse ain't so
Okay.
bad.
Paul has a lot of chats in one, so I'll go through and do all of them together as long as it makes sense. He said, timeout. Flashpoint is the center of the flash. What's the... Oh, that's Sammy, hang on. On reverse flash, no reverse flash, no flash, no zoom. Flash is the tether to the speed force. I watched it in the beginning. I'm pre-2K. If you think about it, time remnants like Savitar, speed good could take over all timelines with the time remnants. Imagine 1 billion time remnants per millennia per second, and they did the same in Rick and Morty. That was a lot of things.
Yes.
Those hell spores are bad news.
I don't personally have an understanding of exactly how the Flashpoint occurred. Because I haven't consumed any content, so comics or watched any cartoons or movies or anything to do with that, so I can't speak to it.
Well, it depends which version. The comic and the TV show and the cartoon all did different things.
That is fair. So nothing actually is canon, or all of it is canon?
Pretty much nothing is canon at this point.
Okay. Sammy said, what's the XP to get an art to level 200? Oh, I don't remember. I did know it. I don't anymore.
I don't know if I have, do I have one here? It's, I don't know.
How come Catwoman is still giving us a free coin? I mean, I'm not upset about it or anything, but why am I getting a free coin from her still? I don't feel like I should be, because this episode's long past.
Yeah, so I don't see the XP, so, oh, we started, I guess.
Are you stepping?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm coming over there.
What Catwoman still gives you currency?
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does that.
I
It's the last
still
DLC.
got a drop.
It's the last DLC where we got our free currency. Afterwards, they removed it.
Yeah.
Like
But
one
also, I
current.
thought the free currency only lasted while that episode was the main episode. The second it became an older episode, I thought they stopped doing it.
Yeah, but the new episodes don't give that anymore, so
I know.
I guess one currency was too unbalancing. They had to do something about it.
Oh yes, make us work harder for it. Everything costs more as well, so you need more of it. Just... Ugh. Bruce said, was it in the comic for the speedsters? I'm guessing he's talking about everything that Paul was talking about. I don't know. I haven't read any of the speedster stuff.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Keep trying.
Costa said, what raid are you guys doing? I haven't seen this one. Was it the apocalyptic that we were just in?
Yep.
I mean, well, I've done 3 in a row now. I'm not sure which one he was on there. It could have been the last one, or it could have been the previous, which is Kaznia's one.
What a mistake you just made.
And not my favorite.
I'll finish you.
Paul said, I love DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, the first season was awesome.
You're getting on my nerves.
Bruce is saying, Shadow, can we 1v1 one day? I don't know. I don't know how good I'd be at that. I will probably suck very quickly.
He just wants to kick your
But
butt.
I am planning.
My armies
He
will
does, yeah.
crush
Which is,
this
you know,
world.
I'm an easy one to kick the butt of when it comes to PvP since I've never done it before. So I don't know that you'd really get bragging rights for kicking my butt when we all know I'm going to not do well.
Well, my point,
Maybe.
my point is, he doesn't care how good you are. He just wants to kick your butt.
Yeah, that's understandable, I guess. But I mean, if you walk away with absolutely no bragging rights, I don't know what the point is. And also, if it's to make me feel bad, that doesn't work either. I don't really care. So. Oh, that was Crick. I was distracted by the chat. Convoy's not up, so we'll go do Brim.
Yeah.
All right, Brim, prepare to be. I was about to say be burned because I'm fire, but he's literally like a lava. I probably wouldn't help. I don't know.
Excellent work. I think Steppenwolf will
Look at the
think
water
twice
healing.
before
It's
he
so
squares up.
pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I love water. It looks so nice. Paul said, as you're speaking into a mic. I'm not
Something
sure.
born in a nuclear reactor.
What do you mean?
won't be
I'm so
easy.
lost. I don't know what you mean. I'm so sorry.
He's probably talking about you.
If it's my sound,
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably about my sound. If it's to do with my sound, guys, we're doing the best we can. I do have a new headset that plugs directly into my console, so it's not going through the controller. It does sound a lot better to multi, or a bit better to multi, but the second we go live, that's when we find out what it's going to sound like to you guys. And even then, after we've gone live, sometimes I play back to check if the sound was okay, and I don't sound that great on the playback, so I don't know. We can't do much about it at this stage, but at least the headset has improved it a little bit. I don't know. It's the in-game chat.
If you want to hear her sweet voice, you're gonna have to watch her live stream. It's sad.
Yeah.
So it's probably a conspiracy
It's a conspiracy that I only sound good on my own channel.
to get people to go to your live stream.
You're the one who said it. I didn't say it.
Too late.
Yeah, it is. But thank you. I appreciate it. Custis said, I actually used to have a Red Ranger tune on this game years ago. Go figure. Yeah, I think I've seen quite a few people with Rangers. I had at one stage thought that, I think I did like a poll on my channel to see what league you guys wanted to create on the EU server, and my next one to add to it was going to be Power Rangers, but I didn't have enough. There's only 4 slots that you can do for the poll, so we went with the 4 that I had, and unfortunately that meant that I didn't end up having that as a suggestion. I'm curious if anyone would have voted for it, but I did have Transformers as a suggestion because that's fun, and I have got an RC character on Xbox that I love, and I would have recreated her most likely. Paul said American Power Rangers are 5. As in 5 Power Rangers? I know that the majority of what I've seen, there's 5 usually in the group, but there's people that swap in and out, and I've seen like a White Ranger that's come back, and I don't think it's a consistent 5. I think it's just most of the time 5. Because I've definitely seen bigger groups.
Oh, we already got the convoy.
Yep, it's down. Well, you're not with us. You are. You're right here. Okay. I thought you were with us. Did
Well,
it count for you or no?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Beautiful. Sorry, I went immediately over there after Brim, and I was rattling on too much about all the things I'm talking about, so I didn't have a chance to say, hey, are you there?
Nice.
But I saw the dots, and everyone's dots appeared to be in the minimap, so I think we're fine.
I got there late, but
sorry.
it still worked.
Custis said I actually used to have a... Oh, I read that one already. Sorry, guys. It scrolled on me and I lost my spot. Custis said not all Power Ranger teams are just 5, though. Yeah, I think you're right about that, but I also am not 100% sure, because I think what I have seen, they were teams of 5, and then every now and then someone would join them or some group would join them and come into it briefly and then leave again. So the team was actually 5, and then people were added in and added out as needed. But I could be wrong, because as I said, I was walking in and out for that stuff when my family was watching, so I didn't see all of it. I think even my mum saw more than I did.
Kuraya wants to redo Brimstone.
Oh, sure. I'm coming back. Paul said 200 IQ. I'm guessing that's a joke about my IQ. Well done. And by that I mean that he's being sarcastic and that I'm stupid. That's probably the implication there, right? Probably. But you know, having people think he's stupid is a good thing because being underestimated is fun. Jason said, in the comic, Flash originally created Flashpoint by going back in time to save his mum. It was later retconnected? I think it's meant to be reconnected by revealing Mr. Manhattan. Retconned? Oh, thank you. By revealing Mr. Manhattan as the culprit.
Yes.
There you go. See, everyone knows these comics better than me. I was never a big Flash fan. I do like the Flash in things that I've seen recently, which is not very much, I will admit. But
well, it's not so much that
reading comics, Flash wasn't one of the ones that I was reading.
It's not so much that Dr. Manhattan, Barry Allen did go back in time to save his mother, which is what broke the universe and created the Flashpoint world. It's when he came back that then Dr. Manhattan intervened and created a new 52.
See? You know so much. You're like a giant encyclopedia of DC information, comic book information, movie information, everything information.
Well, I did read those comics, so it was easy enough to remember.
See, but I've read a lot of books, and I can tell you which ones I liked and which ones I didn't, and usually some aspects that I really enjoyed of them. But if I don't retain it well enough to be able to go, so this is how the storyline went.
You have to read
because
more.
After I've read it, it's like, okay, I'm done now. No more of that book, something else now.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend like that. We would see a movie, and she didn't understand why I was watching and rewatching movies sometimes. And I would tell her I can enjoy watching it again. But she said, yeah, but we saw it already. And then I would ask her, like, sometimes we would have gone to the movie the day before, so I'd ask her, what movie did we see yesterday? And she didn't remember already. She didn't remember the movie, she didn't remember what happened in it, she didn't remember, so... See, that's why I would watch it.
Movies are different, visual is different, and also I enjoy watching movies more than one time.
It just, she didn't remember movies, so it was easy enough to use as an argument to say, you don't even remember the film we saw yesterday, so... that's why you rewatch stuff.
Oh yeah, I like rewatching. I don't have enough time to rewatch, but like a book that I read 10 years ago, I've read the Mistborn series. I loved the Mistborn series. I know my favorite character was Vin. I thought there was really good humor in it. I could not tell you exactly what the storyline is because it's not fresh in my mind for some reason. So there's stuff I do remember, but I can't. You seem to remember your storylines way better. I do wonder if it's because you consume mediums that are more visual and less words, and if that sticks in your brain better. I know that for me that is the case. If I watch a movie or I see something that's very visual, with anime, I'm more likely to remember that because the pictures stick in my mind better than the words.
Well, in books, I remember the pictures too, but the pictures in my head. Like I still remember when I was reading.
You imagine.
When I was reading Lord of the Rings, and I was seeing Gandalf on his horse with Pippin, and I still see the scene in my head of when it was writing. Now it gets a bit iffy sometimes because of the movies. Sometimes the movies kind of messes up the memory a little bit, but overall, yeah, I remember when I read the Dragonlance, I would see the scene as I was reading it. When I read, so even books where there was no pictures, I still saw the scene in my head. So that's pretty much what I remember.
Yeah, I love that. Can I crawl around in your brain? That would sound like it would be fun.
It's forbidden.
Aww, that's so sad.
So I'm not sure if does our friend did Kurai get it, or should we run it again?
I don't know. He's saying, someone said they're late again, and then he said, damn it, Rachel. I'm not sure if he got it or not. But as soon as Brim was down, I was like, over at Steppen. So I'll head back over there.
No, got it.
Got it, beautiful. Yay! Beautiful. Paul said Superman Loki uses telekinesis or he couldn't move a whole building with one brick.
Yeah, they came up with something they called tactile telekinesis way back when to explain how he can pick up a building and the building doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
They explained that...
wouldn't he just technically be picking up all of the pieces at once? Wouldn't that just make sense?
Maybe. They really explained that around the time of the death of Superman, and they created the new Superboy. Uh, Superboy had like minor telekinetic powers because of that, and again that's what they use to explain why Superman can pick up stuff that don't fall apart. So he
Yeah.
holds it all together with
I
his
heard
telekinetic powers, but he has to touch it to do that.
I heard it one time. I don't know where I heard this, so I'm really sorry if it's just a load of rubbish. But is it true he's not technically flying and he's actually jumping?
Uh, I guess early on that might have been how it explained it, but nah, he has to be flying at this point.
Yeah, from what I've seen of him, he should be flying, but I can't even remember where I heard that or where I read it. I don't know. But it just seems like nonsense to me. Bruce said, Shadow, you'll probably beat me in 0.0000003 seconds. No, I don't think so. Especially if you're a US player, my character doesn't have full arts or anything on here. Mind you, not that they're really that relevant, but yeah, I'm not going to kick anyone's butt. The first time, which incidentally is this month. Wait, what are we in? We're in June, so not June. When we hit July, during the month of July, I plan to attend at least one of the PvP events that Multiverse is having, and hopefully it will be a Legends one, because I like the idea of me, the first time I'm doing PvP, playing a character that I don't know how to control. I think that would be funny. So, yeah, I will this month be playing a PvP. I will let you guys know when I know which one it is, because I will arrange my schedule to make sure that it works out for me. And next week, I will not be here. So hopefully, but at least I'll be here for a PvP. It kind of compensates, right? It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, but it's going to be rough a little bit because the summer vacation pretty much started. Like this week, we barely got any people to play PvP, so people are already starting to go on vacation. And on July 4th, it will be even worse. The population will drop like a rock, so PvP will be challenging for the summer. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
There we go. I don't know what this means. Paul said my chat's 5 minutes behind reloading, be right back. If you guys are gauging whether or not your chats are behind based on when I read them, they're not behind. I am behind in the chat, and I make sure I don't miss anything that people say. So if you guys are hearing what you've written way later, it's because I leave off where I left off. I go back to where I left off last, and as I'm playing the game, obviously I can't read it in real time. I need to play and pay attention. So, yeah, most likely people aren't running behind in time. I hope that's not the case. Bruce is asking, Shadow, are you live streaming tomorrow? Indeed I am. I will be doing it at midday, just like normal. We are doing the last of the Ultimate Recruitment event runs, and it will be the EU server, so if anyone would like to join us with a newly created character, not a newly created character, I'll be creating Batgirl, and we will be doing the Batman storyline. So yeah, if people would like to join, please feel free. It should be good fun. I really am enjoying doing the Ultimate Recruitment event. And we're getting our initial mission completion down in really good time these days. And that's with all the side missions if people want them, and investigations on the way. So yeah, we're collecting everything as we go.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Owlman's just picking apart his mind. He's got all kinds of...
Ragnar said there was one team with 13 Rangers. Was there?
That's enough.
I had no idea. That's a lot of Rangers too.
I wouldn't be so
I'm used to seeing the five. The main five that I remember were the girls with the pink and yellow. Then there was red, green, blue, I believe. And like we always used to assign each other colors for Rangers in my household because, you know, that's what you do. And I'm pretty sure we kind of mixed it up because we went with the colors that we liked rather than, you know, picking the girl, because one of my brother's favorite colors is yellow. So he was yellow, and then my other brother was blue. I think I was pink, which is funny because I'm not really a big fan of the pink. And my sister was red, and then my mum was white. So, you know, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's what we decided for no. Jason says we're evil, shouldn't we be helping the crime syndicate? I agree! What are we doing in here fighting against them? Unless we have some kind of other agenda that we need to, you know, do that's evil and it involves them getting out of the way. I maybe?
Don't do that again.
I lost my spot. It scrolled. Okay. Custis said, where can I find Shadow's stream? I would love to drop her a follow or subscribe depending on where she's streaming. Oh, thank you so much. This stream will be on YouTube. My channel is That Girl From AU. Actually, we're close to the bottom, so I will put it in there for you guys to be able to see. If anyone is interested in joining, please feel free. It's good fun over there. We have a good time. But all of my socials are That Girl From AU, with the exception of Twitter, which is That Girl From AU _ because someone already had my name. So rude. You know, how dare they?
Maybe this will knock some sense into you.
No more
And we do also now sometimes stream on Twitch when I am streaming Xbox. So because I play on every console, I try to make sure I can stream with everybody possible. The problem is I can't really stream very well on Switch. I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about that or if I even will. But we do EU, US server, and we do the Xbox. So every now and then you'll see a stream coming up that's going to be on Twitch first. It does end up on my YouTube channel, but the actual live stream is on Twitch. And it's good fun. I had such a fun time. It was nice.
I guess no choice. You have to get a Switch too.
I am not getting the Switch 2. I do not like their user agreement.
Oh.
No. No.
What's wrong with it?
Have you read some of that?
Nope.
It's basically saying that you don't own your console. Anything you do to your console can cause them to stop you from being able to play games. All of the games that you purchase, even if you buy a cartridge, are online regardless. You can't just buy a cartridge and have the game. You have to download extra stuff to be able to play it. And as far as I can tell, you have to be online to play all of them, regardless of whether they're an online game or not. Hate all of that.
That seems reasonable to me.
No, hate it. I don't like that at all. What if I wanted to play a game just randomly somewhere where there's no internet?
I have bad news for you.
Internet available for it.
I have bad news for you. They're all doing that.
Yeah, I know, but on my current Switch, I can play without the internet. I can play quite a few games without the internet. Whether
Sooner or later,
or not doesn't mean I have to like it.
Sooner or later, your current Switch will not work anymore.
I am aware of that, but until that time comes, there's no point in me replacing it with something that's worse. And it doesn't look like the hardware is any better for DC either, so no.
Surely.
I realize that that's the way everything is going, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. It certainly doesn't mean I have to buy the new console. And
You have to like. You have to like it. You have no choice.
Not at all. And I'm really glad that I still have some of my old consoles. Like I have an old PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 with games that can play offline. So I'm really happy about that because, you know, if ever I don't have online and I want to play something, I still can.
Don't worry, they'll find a way to make it so that you have to be online with those games too.
Nah, I just won't hook it up ever. And they're all on disc, so it's fine.
Sadly, discs are no guaranteed anymore. Even if you have the disc, they can still manage to shut down the game.
Only if it's online. They can't just hack my console without any access to try and shut down the game on a PlayStation 2.
That's what you think.
As far as they shouldn't be able to, because if they do hack people's consoles that never actually go on the internet, kind of proof that they're accessing people's stuff without their
They're not
consent.
hacking. They'll just
They're trying not to do that. They don't want people to know they're doing that, right?
They're not hacking. They'll just add a hotfix, and then all of a sudden, oops, your game won't work no more.
Hotfix for online. If it's not online, they can't put a hotfix that's going to affect my disc.
Come on, there's something called Wi-Fi.
Which it's not connect. You understand? I can choose to not connect my console to Wi-Fi, right? And just play my disc games.
Doesn't matter. They don't have. Doesn't matter. They don't have access to it. Doesn't mean they don't have access to it.
Oh, I agree, but if they do something showing that they do have access, they're proving that they're going onto people's consoles accessing Wi-Fi when they shouldn't be.
We already know they're doing
They
that.
are trying not to do, as far as I can tell.
We already know they're
doing
doing
that. To make
that.
it explicitly obvious.
It won't matter. In 5 years, when all the games will do that, it won't matter.
We need to get Luther out of there and
Maybe.
I've already planned for this contingency.
And Paul says discs are not reliable, so too late.
Well, my ones have been reliable for like 12 years, so I'm good with them at the moment. As long as I don't do anything to them to end up with them damaged, they function pretty well. And yeah, I kind of like that I've kept my old consoles. But I'm a little annoyed because honestly, one of the benefits of having a Switch is that I can play offline games when I'm out somewhere where I don't have internet access, so I have a distraction while I'm like waiting for an appointment and things like that. That's one of the things I like about it. It's one of the reasons I bought the Switch, is because that is something it can do. Now it can't, so I don't care. I don't care about the Switch 2. It doesn't do that. I might as well just play on at-home consoles, because I'm going to need access to Wi-Fi. I'm not connecting to other people's random Wi-Fi when I'm out in public, because it's not trustworthy, so no. But yeah, I understand where things are going, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. Montana said, I've been watching the Flash vids and I'm still confused. Where can I find the Flash suits? Oh, you gotta wait for Anniversary if you want the nice ones.
It depends which suit.
The nice... Sorry?
It depends which suit.
Yes, but the one that's, like, at least it's my favorite, and the one I see people using most commonly for both Reverse Flash and Flash is the one from the Anniversary event. Good. Which I really love. It looks so cool.
So sadly, for one of the suits, you will have to wait for the Anniversary event, unless you decide to try to purchase it from the broker for the Speed Force style. So you could take a look at the broker for the Speed Force style, but that will mean playing the broker to be able to purchase it.
Someone is going to pay. I understand you're upset.
Paul said he's pushing air with his mind. He can literally move faster than time moves.
Something I've yet to do on.
Are we still talking about Flash? I'm not sure.
Probably Superman.
Maybe Superman. Yeah. Oh, that's probably in reference to when I was asking about the jump versus flight. Ooh, bat signal. Yes, thank you. I will take that. Beautiful. There we go. Ragnar says, at first Superman started out running fast and jumping high, and then he learned how to fly. Yes. Okay. Maybe that's what I'm remembering, sorry. But see, sometimes they change the law, and I haven't caught up, like with Wonder Woman. She can fly now, right? She doesn't need the invisible plane anymore.
Yeah, she can fly. But she was able to fly. She was able to fly a long time ago.
Yeah, but at the beginning when they first created her, she couldn't. That's why she had the invisible plane, as far as I remember.
Well, she could glide on air. They were not calling it flying. They were saying she could glide on air current or something like that.
Yeah. I love how now everything's just become. They can just fly, and we don't have to explain physics.
Physics don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. They don't matter. It's superheroes. Who cares? Oh, too far. There we go.
But Superman started.
Jason. Oh, sorry.
Superman started flying in the Fleischer animated cartoons. So they thought it would look better on the big screen to have him fly as opposed to just jumping around, and they liked it so much that they did that in the comics too.
I got knocked out. That is my own fault. I ran in there, guns blazing. Jason said Superman originally jumped super high and it looked like flying. He was giving actual flight after Wiz Comics made Billy Baston, the original Captain Marvel.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I'm sorry.
It's the animated series, the animated, not series, but how'd you call that? The Max Fleischer cartoons they did way back when. That is when they decided to make him fly because it was more cinematic. And then they added that to the comics. Has nothing to do with Captain Marvel.
Superman. You both act like you're gods, but gods don't bleed.
Paul said, old school Superman woke up floating.
Kryptonite?
I remember seeing a scene of that where he's floating in sleep. Yeah.
In Smallville, they did that.
Yes, that's where I saw it.
Damn it.
He also said, I'm saying from EHN, I chat.
Blood you want? Then blood you'll get.
I don't know what that means. I'm really sorry, Paul.
Your legs from your body.
Costa said, I would love to join you, Shadow. Where can I find your live stream wise? So I put it in there. My channel is That Girl from AU. I'll put it at the end of Multiverses Live as well, so that you guys can come across if you'd like to. But everywhere, I'm That Girl from AU. And please feel free to join. We do have a really good time. It's good fun. I really enjoy it.
As opposed to bad fun.
This is... Yeah. Yeah, there's bad fun and good fun. Bad fun is at the expense of other people. Do you not know these things, Multi?
Nope.
That's because he thinks that doing things at the expense of other people is fun.
Is that all?
But yeah,
That's
I
Johnny.
don't know. I'm surprised how much I enjoy live streaming. Actually, yeah, you're right. That is Johnny. And this is the first month where every single weekend I've gone, I've live streamed on my channel, which I don't normally do. It's normally fortnightly. But as soon as I saw the Ultimate Recruitment event, I was changing my schedule around so that I could make it work.
I am stronger.
David said, I've got my villain on the EU server up to level 21. Oh, great! That's awesome! Is your villain in our Crime Syndicate League? I can't remember. I hope so.
It's already lost.
I'm looking forward to doing the next stream where we do Crime Syndicate.
Thank Hera.
Oh my goodness, Monty, my inventory is like hell after a live with you.
Not before I find out what those arrogant
Paul said Chinese and Japanese, they're like 5,000 centi. I have no idea what any of that means.
What?
Can't help you.
What is it?
Hence centi Power Rangers. Oh, hang on. He's still talking about Power Rangers. Okay, now I know that at least.
Directly to our world.
So there's like 5,000 of them?
We have to rally.
That's insane. In one episode, I doubt that. I do think what they did was quite clever. The way they've got the mask on during their fights, so that you can basically implant any actor you like into the extra scenes. Saves a lot of filming. That was clever. That's a clever move.
Oh, Kuraya says too easy.
Too easy? Pick something harder, Multi. I think we have to be careful what we choose because of the people's levels.
Well, maybe we could try the elite version then, if it's too easy.
I mean, we can. I will warn you in advance. My hero is built up. My villain is not. Junior said, yes, she is really funny. Thank you! Costa said, got it, we'll drop a sub right now. Oh, thank you so much, that's so kind of you. I hope you enjoy. Paul has a big, huge amount of chat text again. Let's hope I say it in a way that makes sense, because we don't know if that's going to happen. Disney subs say if you die at Disneyland, you can't sue. What are Disney subs?
I don't know.
Are they the people who act the roles of different characters? I don't know what that means. And I've never been to Disneyland.
Well, don't die at Disneyland. Who wants to go to Disneyland just to die? Come on.
I don't know that I'd want to go to Disneyland just full stop. Paul also said call Elon emulator gaming, offline gaming. Download ITM all to a USB. Actually, that's true. If you download a lot to a USB, that would help me out a little bit. But like, I'm not that obsessed with trying to find something that is offline play. I just find it interesting that games that would be offline play no longer are if you purchase the Switch 2. You have to be online to play them. That's if I read the user agreement correctly. And also that if you buy a cartridge to put into your console, it's not the game. It's the thing that allows you to download the game onto the console anyway. Which I find silly in a couple of ways. One, because it requires online access, and two, because having the cartridge have the game on it is supposed to save you space on your console. Well, your space is no longer saved if you still have to download. So I find that a really stupid choice, but like I get why they're doing these things. I don't like it. And if there was a benefit for me grabbing the Switch 2, I would, but there isn't one. It's not better than what I've got in any way that's going to be impactful to my life, so we just leave it.
What have you done with it? Speak.
Yeah, Paul said hotfix can ruin your console. Agreed. Absolutely it can.
Owlman's just picking apart
Bruce said, I want to keep bats so I can be Batman. You taking it to real life and getting some bats in a bat cave? If you end up with a bat cave full of bats, I expect an invitation and we'll burn pizza.
Well, maybe if you get bitten by a... Oh, we lost someone.
Oh, that does it.
We did. I don't know who it was. I wasn't watching the names.
So we have room for one more if one of you guys want to join.
Did you queue us for Elite?
Yes.
Okay. I better pay attention then.
Don't do that again.
I don't know how well I'll go. My odds on this character are not well leveled. I'm trying to pick up. I don't think I've ever run this one in Elite. I've run quite a few, but not this one. Which is kind of silly because I love Earth 3.
That does it.
Well, with the Elite version, we have a chance of getting the Ultra Cocoon Cape.
Yeah.
So that is one reason to run it.
Yeah. People have asked me if I'll run Elite on my channel, which I plan to do as well, because there's a lot of drops that you can get with Elite gear, with Elite runs that give you the gear that people need.
This
so.
is as far as
Yeah, there's the Ultra Kryptonian Cape, there's the Dark Robins. What else could we get from Elite? That's kind of cool.
Ow! You son of a...
There's
Don't do that
what are those
again.
henchmen? There's a henchman drop I think that's only from
Now
Elite, but
you
I can't
get
remember what they are. They're bats though. Ooh, I got knocked out.
Hera, guide my attack.
Oh,
Paul said download it all to the USB. I think that's smart. That is a very smart move.
do we have a? Oh, we have a healer.
No more games.
We do, and
Now
they're
you
awesome because they're water and it's so pretty.
I was just wondering.
If we need a second.
I was just wondering why everyone got
I
knocked
don't
out.
consider that.
Yeah. I don't know if everyone in this group was prepared for Elite.
You can always be prepared for
You're gonna
Elite.
pay for that.
That's your one free shot.
There you go.
Don't do that again.
Oh, my mom put in that girl from AU in the chat. Thank you, Mom!
Oh, that
My mom's a
does
bit
it.
cute. No, look out! I got you.
Son of
Oh, I don't got you, someone was faster than me. Okay, I got nothing. Custis
Don't
said,
do
okay,
that again.
so how big is the delay in this stream? Because you guys seem to be replying to things that have been typed 5 or 10 minutes ago, lol. I reply to stuff that's like half an hour old. So I reply exactly where I left off. So if that means we play through something and I've had to pay attention to the game for all of that time, and you guys have had an entire conversation, I'm responding to stuff way further back. Multiverse, if he sees something that pops up and can respond, he'll do that. But most of the time we just go with where I'm up to in the chat, which means I can sometimes be 30, 40 minutes behind you guys. You know? So we're probably not that far of a delay. It's probably more like, I don't know, 15 seconds of a delay.
No,
but,
it's
maybe
about
up to
30. It's about 30 seconds. But because we especially you look at the chat after we play, so it may seem longer.
Yeah, it probably seems quite a bit longer. How? What? I was blocking with a shield up.
No matter. There are some mechanics that go right through your shield. You have to follow certain mechanics.
And it was a hard light too. I'm sad.
Like at some point, they didn't want people just to be able to put up a shield to be able to avoid the mechanic. So they made it so that there are certain mechanics that go right through your shield, so that you have no choice. You have to do the mechanics. Somehow, it almost as if the devs were insulted that people were able to play without following the mechanic. So they made sure that in some cases you had to.
Yep. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Well, it's a bit. It got a bit annoying because when you play, like when I was playing my mental controller, I was relying a lot on shields to stay alive, and sadly, a lot of mechanics would just go right through my shield. So I was a little pissed about that at first.
Yeah, especially if it's it's a shield. It's supposed to protect you at least to some degree.
It's supposed to, but they did not like the fact that you could avoid certain mechanics by having strong shields. And imagine how it must be especially frustrating with ice tanks, seeing how the shield is their bread and butter.
That's the whole mechanic. That's the exact way they work. I know. Can only imagine. David said she's not yet in the Crime Syndicate League. Okay, we have to add. I mean, if you want to be added, we can add you to the league. It'll be great.
On what console is your league?
The Crime Syndicate one is on PlayStation, PC for EU, but I have leagues on every single console and server.
No, I just wanted the Crime Syndicate one.
Oh, I'm sorry, Multi.
That's okay. I'll go cry in
You
the
could
corner.
always create a new character, and then you could be on that in that league, and also you'd get access to stuff 12 hours earlier and be able to show everybody.
I'll go cry in the corner. I'll go cry in the corner for a while.
Aw, poor thing. I'm sure you'll get over it, though. It's not that exciting. Actually, no. It totally is. We have so much fun.
Minor damage detected.
Fred said this Pocket FM ad blocks the chat feature. Pocket FM?
No idea.
I really don't know what that means. FM for me means it's a radio station, so I'm guessing that's not what he means. Oh, Sir Garland, I haven't seen you in a while, said in the TV series of Wonder Woman she was using a plane that was invisible, and that TV series was based off of the old comic classic. I think that's what I've seen when she was using the invisible plane, because I thought it was so funny because the plane was invisible, but we could still see her sitting in the air. I was like, doesn't that kind of like prevent it from being logical to use an invisible plane? Just use a real plane, because then they don't know who's in there. It was just a little weird. Oh, David said he's at level 22 now. Awesome! Are you playing at the same time as us? Getting your character leveled? That's great! Oh yeah, Jason said there's no delay, Costa. She just takes her time to read the chat. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly what I do. So that we don't miss anything. If anyone asks a question or there's something we need to address, we can. The only times I skip is if something inappropriate is said, or if something is repeated, or if you guys are having a conversation amongst yourselves. Otherwise, we get to everything. And if I miss something, write it again. Because I don't mean to.
Parliament 184C, activate.
Costa said, okay, fair enough. Just checking because I was starting to doubt my internet. Lol. Oh, I'm so sorry! I wasn't trying to make you doubt your internet. Oh, no.
How dare you.
But it works. It works for us. Hey, you're the one who likes me to do the chat. You know, you can do it. I have fun reading the chat, honestly. It's good fun. What was that reaction?
I was stuck because of the fire.
You don't have the guts.
Oh, okay.
I was stuck into the fire. Nah. I thought I could save myself my supercharge, but didn't work. Ah, come on.
Yeah. There we go. Geghart says, okay, oh, sorry, wrong bit. Dear Multiverse, hope you are doing good, friend. Been watching you for a while, just want to say that you are the reason I started playing DCUO back in 2014. Love your content, keep it up. Look at that, Multi!
Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice!
You don't have the guts for this.
That's why you started the channel.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not so much to get people started, but to help them out when they did, so that they, because there was a clear lack of tutorials way back when, so that way people were able to get more information.
Oh, I picked up someone and they stood up in the fire. I'm so sorry. I should have said don't stand up when the fire's there.
Yeah, don't. If you're into the fire.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, if you're into the fire, wait. But yeah, it could be that maybe they just didn't see the visual effects. It happens. Shadow, don't stand up in the fire. No.
I didn't stand in the fire. I tried not to stand in the fire. All right. No one could do pickup anyway, so I'm fleeing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of the group.
Oh, no one. Oh, okay.
Kick all their butts anyway, okay?
I was scared. I thought no one would pick me up. I thought if they didn't pick up Shadow, surely they won't pick me up.
If I could. They didn't pick me up. Well, they tried to. They just kept getting hit,
Well,
which is understandable.
They made sure that we're not able to.
Yeah.
Good, but not good enough.
At least I can see. I like when I can see. When they boot us from it and we get knocked out and we can't see the battle, that's really sad. That's like very boring. Just looking at a big door, but I can see you guys.
Eye for an eye.
Oh, Ragnar said, I just followed you on Twitch, Shadow. Oh, thank you so much. That's lovely.
I'll follow her on Twitch, follow her on YouTube.
I think he already followed me on YouTube. But wherever, I don't mind. If people enjoy my content, go for it. And if you don't, that's fine. Paul said, original World of Warcraft could be played on a 2004 best of line $500 PC from Walmart. Now you can't play it on the new stuff, hence banning private servers, the ones that block updates. Yeah. They do like to kind of control exactly what people can and can't do with the games.
Of course.
A lot.
Of course.
Because if the control's in their hands, the more money for them, right? So, yeah.
Something like that.
And we don't have Walmart here, so I don't know what that kind of computer is that you're referring to, but, I mean, I could tell what you've written, but I don't know if there's a specific one you're referring to from Walmart, because I don't have Walmart in Australia.
On this other Earth,
No choice, you're gonna have to
unknown
move.
As Ultraman frightens me the most. The thought of a ruthless...
So everyone is here?
America
Oh, no.
for Walmart computers.
Not everyone is here.
You first.
Not everyone
you
is
first.
here.
You go to America.
He has abused the gift.
No, that's right. I haven't started anything. At least I don't think anyone has.
Oh, we're gonna really... Menace is leaving us.
Menace
So.
has to go. Oh, bye, Menace! Thank you for joining us!
So someone wants to join?
Guys.
Yeah, we need someone to help us, otherwise Owlman will kick our butts.
Yeah. So send Multiversatile if you want to join in, guys. Or quickly queue. Actually, no, we'd have to open instance for a quick queue, wouldn't we?
No, send a tell.
Yeah, send a tell to Multi. Custis says, so Shadow, would you like the people that join you for your Batgirl playthrough to also create a Bat Family character, or can they make whatever they like? Whatever you like. The only time where I had us making a specific characters was when we did our Crime Syndicate one. For this one, whoever you like, but keep in mind if you want to follow the exact same storyline, make it easier for us, you do need to choose Batman as your mentor. But yeah, anyone you like is fine with me. It's fun.
You're no fun. You should have asked for a Bat Family character.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if people made Bat Family characters, but I'm not creating a Bat League specifically or anything like that. So there's no need for that kind of restriction.
You should? Okay,
I have too many leagues already to maintain with you guys. I have 5.
Okay, if you're brave, let's try it with one person short. Worst comes to worst, we'll try again with someone else.
Well, we didn't lose healer, so we should be okay.
Prepared for me.
Worst comes to worst, I can try swapping over to tanking help, but you're doing perfectly fine, so I don't think that's necessary.
Yes, it is. It's always necessary.
I just need to try and stay alive. What, to double tank? We've only got 2 other damages, though! Oh no, Super Maggie swapped over. Never mind, I'm wrong.
Fire!
Just ignore me. I stood in the... I literally
I know.
jumped in the air and
I tried to warn you, but...
You warned me afterwards, Multi! Warn me beforehand!
No,
okay?
I said it as soon as it appeared.
Not good enough.
Alright, don't jump in the fire. I'm telling myself, I know that you know. It's confusing though, you know, because my character is fire, so she should be able to withstand fire. It makes perfect sense.
All in your head.
Can you imagine how complicated the game would be if they put that sort of a mechanic in here where our power set that we chose affected how the damage impacted our characters? That would be interesting.
It's not that it would be complicated, is that for certain missions, people will exclude certain powers. Like
absolutely.
Let's say you had a mission where there's a lot of fire and fire tanks, so it's already immune to it. Then that's all people would ask for. They would say, we need fire tanks for that mission, and anyone who would not be a fire tank would get kicked out, so...
Yeah. So fast. It'd be like an entirely different game.
Well, sadly, one of the national sports in DCUO is excluding people. It's sad, but the freaking robot...
Your loved ones will pay for that.
What is?
The robot...
That's what you said at the start there.
Took me down.
No, where are you? I will pick you up if I can.
It's okay.
No, I can't because you're already up.
Not sure why.
Good. But
I tried to heal myself, but I was hoping the healer could heal me too, but it didn't work.
Aww. No, fire! Get away from the fire! I literally rolled out of the fire. I wasn't fast enough. Paul said as she literally responds to what I see on screen. I have great timing like that, apparently.
Freaking fire.
Okay, so Nightcrawler is saying, hey Shadow, trying to make an EU account. Do I pick any country in the EU? First, it depends. Are you on PlayStation or are you on PC? Because as far as I know for PC, it's a lot easier to play both servers. For someone who's on PlayStation, it's a little more complicated. Even if you are changing things on your console to try and create a new account, it will go with your default setting for your console regardless. So, yeah, I have videos on how to do it on the PlayStation so that you can make sure you actually get to download the other game to play the EU server, because on your console it will look like two separate games. You can see it on my videos. You can see that there's two games of DC. One of them is EU, one of them is US. So if you're on PlayStation, highly recommend that you go to those videos. And also, if you're trying to make an EU account, yeah, you can pick any country in EU. I highly just recommend Australia because that's where I am and I know it works.
Nightcrawler is asking, can you invite heroes? Send me a tale and we'll find out.
Oh, yeah, who knows? Once we're in here, I doubt it, to be honest. Oh, Steve! Steve says, hello, guys. Hello, Steve. It's nice to see you. Rayshawn said, I just added you on Twitch. Oh, thank you so much, Rayshawn. Everybody added me on Twitch now. Thanks, guys. That's lovely. I'm not going to be on there all of the time, though. It's just whenever we're doing an Xbox stream, it'll start on Twitch, and then it comes across to YouTube. But it's good. It's fun. I like playing on the Xbox. It's a whole different group of people. It's nice.
You should switch to Tank Shadow. It'll give you more survivability.
Alright, will do. Give me a sec as well. Check my loadout and my stat points. Yeah, we're good on stat points. Yeah.
Healer roll if you can.
I'll just make sure I have my Superman ally in. Yeah, I do. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. At least I am. Garland says, my apologies, but I was in the middle of battle on Mogo. Greetings to all from Corpus Christi, Texas, USA. Awesome! Hello! Sorry, I'm not really good at reading out the locations of the US because I don't know them. So, yeah, Corpus Christi. Costa says, I mean, I'm seriously considering making a Bat Family character to make a bit more fun for myself too. Oh, that would be so cool! Yeah, I would love that. I would love if people did make Bat Family characters. We're all gonna be gadgets. Shadow Knight says, everyone, I must leave now. Good night. Good night, Shadow Knight! Awesome name. I every time I see Shadow Knight, I'm like, thank goodness I'm not the only person who likes the name Shadow. You know? Did inviting heroes work? Oh, okay. Nightcrawler said, I'm on PS4. What role you need? I
I'd go for
don't know.
healer.
Once everyone... Sorry?
I'd go for healer if you can.
Oh, Nightcrawler. Okay, beautiful. Healer. I'm not sure. Hang on. I'm guessing that Nightcrawler is asking what role we need for the group. Yay! Okay, yes. Did it work? That's so cool. That's good to know. That we can invite a hero in. Nightcrawler, hello! Oh, Steve did Shattered Shadow with the heart face. Thank you, Steve! Custer said, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of gadgets, but for the sake of having a fun playthrough, I'll do it. I am also not the biggest fan of gadgets. Every time there's a character I create that obviously should be gadgets, I try to avoid it, because it's a very easy one to put on any character that doesn't have superpowers. So, I have to do it for Batgirl, but for other ones I've tried very hard to make sure I didn't. I mean, I did, Black Canary just recently as well, who does seem like she should probably be gadgets, but I went with mental so that her sonic cry abilities would have things that they worked well in conjunction with. So anytime I can not use gadgets for one, I will. But for Batgirl, there's not much choice. We're just gonna do it.
Oh, so I guess...
Custer said... Sorry.
I guess Nightcrawler wouldn't be a healer then.
Nope, damage.
Oh,
That's
well.
okay, we'll double tank. It'll be okay.
Your death will mean nothing.
Costa said, I love munitions though. I haven't played munitions enough to know whether I love it or not. I have it for my Harley Quinn character because it just made sense. But I haven't played it a whole lot. Maybe I should. I should play it a bit more. Problem is, I've got so many things to play. Oh, I thought I was going to be less squishy. Apparently I got it even faster.
Take this.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was stuck.
Oh, I just realized my artifacts on this is really bad. Hang on, what are my artifacts for tanking? 42, 31, 25. Yeah, multi, I'm gonna suck as a tank on this character at the moment. I'm very sorry. But at least my stat points should be helpful, I say that, but I literally got knocked out faster than when I was damaging. I'm at the bottom of the chat. That never happens! Actually, it did happen last time. We were doing alright, weren't we? Caught up with it nicely.
It happens sometimes.
An eye for an eye.
Yeah. Because I'm amazing. I say that, but I literally just got knocked out as a fire tank. Let's just not talk about it.
That's freaking.
I mean, my artifacts are to blame. It's pretty obvious. They're not even leveled. My red tornado is currently at 4. Let's see if I can swap a couple of things around so it'll make more sense and be a bit better, but I don't know that I've got much that's gonna help. Sorry, on my hero I would be much better off, I think. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Thank you. Alright. I'd be surprised if you guys get through it with 3 of us out. Yeah.
They can do it.
They're already out. Alright. I'll try to do better, but honestly my artifacts suck.
My artifacts suck too.
Yours don't suck! There's no way yours are all below 50.
119. 119. Oh no, 99 actually.
200!
119.
200, 200, 200.
Those don't count.
119.
Quizlet is not a tank. Quizlet is not a tank artifact. Come on.
That is true. That is true. You're right about that. Tornado is. And your other 2 are at 119. They're both over the 80 mark. Mine is still under 50.
1 out of 5. Yes, we should have 2 healer in Nightcrawler. That's why when you asked for a roll, I mentioned healer, but I guess you were already on your way.
Yeah, probably didn't hear that part.
That's alright. Let's try again. Worst comes to worst. We'll do something else.
Alright, try not to die. Oh, Nightcrawler is switching to healer. Thank you, Nightcrawler! You're the awesomest! Who did we lose? We lost Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
he's probably swapping to a different tune.
That's it. He's switching in the middle of the fight.
Yep. He only heard it! Remember the 30-second delay, Multi. He wouldn't have heard until after the fight had started.
I still blame
That's okay. He'll send you a towel and then we can bring him back in. Sorry?
I still blame you.
What did I do?
I don't know.
I didn't even start the fight! I love how you're like, I don't know. Just blame me for random things for no reason.
No, it's not random.
It is so!
And there is a reason.
Yeah, and it's not me. I don't control whether YouTube delays us by 30 seconds for the audience on a live, and I also don't control when someone else starts the battle. That's nothing to do with me. Yeah?
Good, but not good enough.
Which I suspect was you. Was it you that started?
Your loved ones will pay for that.
I would never start.
Uh-huh. Costa says, Shadow, if I were to make a Black Canary character, I'd probably just go gadgets and martial arts, but only have her use the Sonic Cry or whatever it's called ability, plus some acrobatic moves. Yeah, I did, I've got the Sonic Cry and the other one, I can't remember the name of. iconic abilities. And I specifically chose mental instead of gadgets because, one, I was trying to avoid using gadgets if I could. And when I'm doing my live streams for the Ultimate Recruitment event, I try to make sure all of my runs are very different. So different power set, different movement, different mentor, all that sort of thing. So I wanted it to be different because I knew I was making Batgirl. And mental has dazing, which works really good in conjunction with the sonic abilities because both of those are dazing. So that's why I chose mental. I'm not using a lot of those loadouts for her. I'm using mostly the 2 sonic ones, but I like that the other ones that I have as an option are ones that will actually benefit the sonic abilities. So yeah, it was a calculated choice. Like, I chose it for a reason, but I do think it could be more accurate if I chose gadgets. But I don't want every single character I create to be gadgets. That's just boring. And also, gadgets is not my favorite ability. I don't hate it or anything, but you know, there's ones that I much prefer. Mental is one of them. Mental is my 3rd favorite ability in the game for DPS. I really, really enjoy it. The loadouts are fun. And I'm not really, really good at controlling yet, though. I'm okay at it. But I never really have a need to, because multiverse is usually controlling, so...
So I guess we did not need a healer after all.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We got to... And we were down by 1.
Yep.
How did that happen? Magic. We can blame me for this one if you like.
Always.
There we go. It's all because of me. I don't like that I'm not Red Lantern at the moment.
What?
That's okay. Having an extra healer for to fight Ultraman.
We'll have to double back.
That'll be useful too.
We'll be good. Yes.
Assuming he
I
comes
love
back.
the way in that cutscene I was standing behind Wonder Woman and it looked like she had wings.
Wonder Woman doesn't have wings. That's crazy talk.
I know, but it looked like it. It was fun. She should have wings, so she can fly and not use her stupid plane.
Well, she has some sort of wings in the 1984 movie, if you recall. She has that gold armor with the big wings.
1984 movie I probably haven't seen.
Oh.
But yeah,
I didn't say
that's kind of
anything
cool. Were the wings gold? Because my wings are kind of gold.
Yeah, the armor was gold, and the wings too.
Awesome.
It's
so many things I haven't seen.
It was the Wonder Woman armor she had in Kingdom Come.
Awesome. I like the idea of her in gold armor. I need to look up more, because I think I've got like 8 Wonder Woman styles on my Wonder Woman character though, so maybe I don't need to look up more. But you know, I have a little bit of an addiction with making the styles work, you know, and having like too many styles for every character because I can't help myself. So maybe I will. Yay, Angel is in. Beautiful. We're gonna have double healing, double tanking, double control? No, 1 control. That's good. 3 damage is good. Sorry, what'd you say?
1 control should be fine.
Oh, yeah. I like that we've got double heal though.
Yes.
Especially with my exceedingly sucky tanking. I mean, I tank almost as often as I end up DPSing. I'm wondering if maybe I should work on one of my tank artifacts so that I can Wolfpack token it and put it on all my characters.
I think Johnny's
the one I've got on my hero.
I think Johnny's rubbing off on you.
Why? Tanking?
Yes.
I've been tanking a very long time. I DPS more than I tank for sure, but I used to play with my sister. My sister is a tank player, so she tends to tank. The second she doesn't, I usually take over tanking. So yeah, I'm equally okay with healing. It's just that my main characters tend to be fire on here, so I don't heal as much as I could. Celestial tends to be one of my main characters as well, though, so I like the healing on that, even though Johnny says that it sucks and that everyone should just use electric healer. I like it. And if you're playing a full healer and not a battle healer, it works pretty well.
So fragile, so combustible. I should thank you, Kryptonian, for prove
David
it.
said,
Everything
got
I
my
ever
villain up
believed
to
about
level
your kind
22.
is
She can do
true.
the artifact
Ultraman,
mission now. Oh, that's
Superman.
great.
You both
But
act
my
like
feet
this.
and wrists are hurting, so no more
Gods
gaming today.
don't
I have
bleed.
a problem with my thumbs. If I play for a long time, my thumbs get sore.
Kryptonite?
So I understand.
You really
It's break
think you
time
can
for you.
kill me with kryptonite?
Custer
what have
says,
you
so I
done?
googled Bat Family characters and apparently Clayface is part of it. How does that even work? I agree. How does that even work?
He's a bad villain.
You ignorant
But
fool.
he's not Bat
If it's
Family.
blood you want, then blood
Go figure.
you'll get.
He's a villain of the Bat Family.
Forgive them.
Boy, it seems they include even villains.
That's weird.
You.
But I mean, fine.
Not defeat a Green Lantern.
I don't recommend creating Clayface though, because we do have to do a hero storyline. If you did Clayface, surely you'd need to be a villain. And also,
Had
how
enough?
would you make it look like Clayface?
You can't really.
Character creation would be difficult. Yeah. We need a Clayface skin for the game. Oh, Kevin says you need to put a mic down a little bit lower. It's too sharp.
I did that already. I don't know. Is it better?
Beautiful. Guys, let us know if it's any
Is that
better.
all? This is as far as you go. So weak.
I wish there was, maybe there's a better way we can do the sound. I mean, the more middlemen we use, the worse it
You
can get
die
because there's
for
more
that.
problems. So if we use like the party chat or if we go through Discord or something like that, there's more opportunity for things to go wrong with the sound. But I mean,
won't
maybe it's a
fall.
better choice. I don't have my Discord linked with my console though. I would assume I'd need to do that. Have you ever used Discord chat during gameplay?
Nope.
With it linked?
Nope.
No. Yeah, me either. It's extra steps, guys. I'm not getting stuck. I am getting stuck. Never mind. I failed. The stuckness happened whether I wanted it to or not.
Is that all?
Well, it protects you.
Well, if that's... Oh,
It
sorry.
protects you from heat vision. You have to stay stuck.
I don't
So
want to stay
weak.
stuck. I want to cast heat vision.
It protects you from Ultraman's heat vision.
I don't care. I don't like the stuckness. But good, I guess. Oh, no, I need that one. Okay.
Nah, no
Your
Ultraman
Earth
cape.
Has already lost.
Did someone in the group get it?
Sorry, Multi. Did
gone.
someone get it? You can look it on duty and see the drops, right?
Yeah, I
Rally our
suppose.
forces and come up with a plan of attack.
No. No drop.
Not before I find
Oh.
out what those
Unless
arrogant
I'm reading that
imbeciles
wrong.
stole
Nah,
from
there's
my
like
brain.
the odds of getting it is like 5%. So
Dear
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, guys.
What is it?
I found the vibratory frequency of our Earth. With that
Custer
knowledge,
said, well, if that's the
open a
case,
massive
why didn't
portal
it show
directly
villains
to our
like Two-Face,
world.
Penguin, Joker when I
Great
googled
Scott.
Bat Family characters?
We
what?
have to rally the others.
I'm with you on this. It should show those if it's supposed to be the villains as well. I agree. This seems nonsensical. Where's the investigation I saw briefing? There it is.
I'm sure there's a reason. I couldn't tell you what that is.
David said, for my EU Ultra Girl, I started with fire, but since she's an Ultra Kryptonian, I gave her super shouting and freeze breath and heat vision, as well as it being helped, I think, with my Wolfpack solar artifact. Very nice. Very, very nice. I love it. The Wolfpack is really handy. It's very expensive, but it's very handy. Can't say it's not. Kevin said, yes, DC chat is not good. David said, DC chat isn't good, it's great. It could be better. It could definitely be better.
I think
if we're going through the game's chat, we're kind of stuck with it.
I think you had a bowl of Frosted Flakes one time too many.
What's Frosted Flake? Is that cereal?
Yeah.
Well,
The
I
cereal-
definitely haven't had it.
The cereal of the tiger who says it's good and right. You don't have that over. You don't have that over there.
No. Sorry.
No.
We have one with a monkey on it that's called Cocoa Pops, and we have one with a toucan on it called Fruit Loops. But if I was eating cereal, it would be just right, because I like the little dried bits of fruit in it with the flakes. I think it's really funny when you say something that's, I think, supposed to be kind of like an insult, right? But then it never lands because I don't know what you're talking about.
don't know
Benefits of
anything.
being in Australia. Cluelessness. Sorry?
You don't know anything.
I don't know anything to do with other places. That's not true. I don't know specific things to do with other places. Specifically, if there's products that are very prominent in the US, our amount of products that we have by comparison is like 1/5 or like 2%. I don't know. It's a really, really small amount that we have compared to the US. If you look at their cereals list compared to the Australian cereals list, it's insane. I don't know how you guys have so many different variety options, but I'm jealous. It would be nice if we had that variety here. And it seems like you have more variety than we do too, Multi.
Pretty sure it's from eating too much kangaroo meat. That's why you don't know anything.
There's no such thing. Kangaroo meat is great. David said, I eat apple cinnamon Cheerios. They sound delicious. I feel like David and I should have breakfast together. I will happily have some Cheerios.
A lot of those cereals.
Just so you know, they're not in Australia. I know them from American movies.
a lot of those cereals are a little more than sugar. So.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Well,
what's the point?
Some people like it.
Sugar for breakfast.
Yep.
I mean, if you're gonna eat sugar, breakfast is probably the best time of day to do so because you have time to burn it off.
Bacon is better.
But apple cinnamon sounds delicious. I agree, bacon is better. Bacon and eggs. Oh, David said Cheerios are not full of sugar. So there you go, Multi. Cheerios are okay. Oh, you look so cool. Look at Rogue Patriot. Did he have that on the whole time?
No,
freaking awesome.
He just changed his armor.
He looks so cool. I think he must have, because I think I would have noticed it sooner. And I love the webbing material on it. Ah, you look so nice. Love it. Love it.
Venom doesn't look like that.
Where's Venom?
The
or is
spider.
he supposed to be Venom? Oh.
It can't be Spider-Man. Spider-Man isn't buff like that.
He could have worked out. Wolverine. I see this style on him so often. It's one of my favorites. He looks good. I love seeing your guys' styles. You do such a nice job. Incidentally, Princess Ivy's one is really pretty. I know it's Mera's style, but still really pretty. The colors are way better on this one than they are on the actual style that they do for Mera. David said, no, Venom looks like Sailor Scout Venom. I don't know Sailor Scout Venom! Is it mixing the Sailor Moon franchise with the Venom character?
Could be.
In which case, he wasn't wearing a skirt, so it's not true. Yeah, I don't know much about Sailor Moon. I think people expect me to. My sister watched it a bit, I think. But yeah, I don't know much about Sailor Moon. Except that they're schoolgirls, and they do that thing where they dance and spin around and have lights flash for them to change clothes, which I find really silly. So
that's a classical thing in certain cartoons.
I mean, I think it's kind of stupid to watch, but honestly, if I could do that, I totally would. Then I wouldn't have to, actually get changed. I would just spin around in a circle and magically be in the clothes I want. As long as I didn't then also have to go and fight crime, we'd be fine.
What would you fight?
Who would I fight?
What would you, if you don't fight crime? What would you fight?
Nothing. I just want the clothes changing. I don't want the fighting crime or the fighting anything. Just the clothes.
Sadly,
put it in there.
Sadly, it's a package deal.
Aww.
If you want to change clothes,
it's so funny. Sorry.
If you want to change clothes, you have to fight.
Alright, well then in that case I'll leave that superpower and I will just go without. I love how Tiny Lilith and Princess Ivy are both playing instruments that clash with each other and I'm just dancing. Dancing to both. David says Wonder Woman did her costume change in the 70s TV by spinning around. Oh, I know.
Absolutely, we have the emote
on this character, but I have it on my hero.
Where
she just spins and changes.
I thought you could show him the emote. I'm so sad now.
I'm sorry. Why can't you show them the emote, Multi?
I don't have it.
That's right. I have it on my hero, but yeah, not on my villain. I don't like it very much because I put my character's stance as flirty, so personality is flirty. Sorry. So they stand in this like half, I don't know, leaning to the side. So
Yeah,
when I activate the emote, the sparkly bit goes off to the side,
yeah,
which looks wrong.
it's off center with certain characters.
Yeah, so that annoys me. But otherwise, it's okay. It's okay. David said I don't have that emote either. You know what's stupid? I have it on my main character, but not on my Wonder Woman. Of all the stupid things to do, I need to get it on Wonder Woman, don't I?
Absolutely.
It would only make sense. Yeah. What are we doing now, Multi?
I think we're pretty much done for today.
Oh, cool. David said, I would like to have the bulletproof emote, but then I would have too many characters I wouldn't want to have it on. Or that you would want to have it on? Yeah, it's hard when you get a good emote and you want it on every single tune. Like, I know it's not the best emote, but I really love the summer vibing dance. I want that on every character, and it's so expensive to do that, so I probably won't do it, but I do. I do want it on all of them. I also love the heart emote. This one... Because it's so nice and kind and cute. So I want that on every character too, but it's too hard. It's too hard. And then if I do get it on every character, I'll be sacrificing other things that I could purchase to get it. I don't know if that's worth it either. Oh, we're at the bottom of the chat. I'm keeping up with the chat so well at the moment, guys. I've clearly had enough practice. I need to get a picture of us all together too. Got to turn off the UI though.
So tomorrow you are going to go live for the recruitment event on which platform?
Yes. EU.
EU
and
what?
we will be doing the Batman mentor storyline if people want to join in. It'll be good.
Which EU? Xbox, PlayStation, Switch?
Do you really not know? Okay, PS, PlayStation, EU. Xbox and Switch only have one server each. Switch used to have 2 servers, but they did a server merge recently, I think in the last year, which I did a video on. David said I will try to get the summer vibe emote whenever they do the summer seasonal. I know, I'm waiting for it. My mum wants to dance on her tunes as well, so we're going to have to get her 2 tunes going through it so that she can get it too. She's got 1 tune for US and 1 tune for EU so that she can be on my live. So she needs it, guys. She needs it, and so do I. Every tune needs it.
For the server, I wasn't asking for me. I was asking for people watching who maybe do not know.
That is a fair point. Guys, just in case you didn't know, Switch has 1 server, Xbox has 1 server, and then PlayStation PC has mixed servers, but they are EU and US.
So let's try that again. So you're playing the recruitment event tomorrow where?
On the EU server for PC and PlayStation.
There we go.
At 12 o'clock p.m. EST for anyone who does want to join in.
What time is it in Australia?
Come watch the stream. In Australia, it's 2 a.m. for the next day, the Sunday. So it's Saturday for most people. It's Sunday morning for me.
And when is it in China?
I have no idea.
No.
Do you know what the time is in China? Oh,
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Well, yeah, I figured you were asking me because you already knew the answer. You know,
Nope.
If you don't know the answer, what hope is there for any of us? David said, I'll come watch the stream on my lunch, Shadow. Oh, thank you, David. You're such a sweetie. And maybe join up after work if you're not finished by then. Well, normally when we do an Ultimate Recruitment event live stream, they go about 8.5 hours. The recruitment event has taken us between 6 and 7 hours sometimes, though. It depends. If we have people with us who aren't creating a new character and they just join to help us run through it, we get through it a bit quicker. But because we are picking up all of the side missions and all of the investigations along the way, it takes us a little bit longer than if we were skipping all of those things. So, and we end up with a bunch of source marks at the end, which we love.
7 hours? It took me about, how long did it take me? 2?
On my own, without getting side missions and stuff, I can do it in less than 6. But also, we're chatting along the way, and if something happens, like a glitch occurs or anything, we wait, and we make sure everyone catches up so that we can get it done as a group. If people start doing it with me, we go through the whole thing together. If a glitch occurs, we go back for that person. But if someone joins us and they're like 3 missions behind, we don't go back for that, because otherwise we'd be there all day. But yeah, it works out. It works out good.
It took me about 10 hours, but I did a lot of the side missions and stuff like that.
Yeah. Nightcrawler said, I will have an EU account by tomorrow if it kills me, lol. Yeah, well, you need to get on it, because it can take about 6 to 7 hours for the game to download, because it's downloading an entirely new game onto your console. Abby! Hi, Abby Sue! Abby Sue said lol. I think she's laughing at Nightcrawler, which is understandable, because he's hilarious. David said... Oh, said good day to my mom. Never mind. Custer said, Shadow, I think I'm going to make one of the Robin characters. I've always liked the color scheme of their suits, and otherwise I'll make a Nightwing. Oh, that sounds great to me. I love your plan. Excellent. We're going to have Batgirl and potentially Robin or Nightwing. It's awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. That's going to be fun. Custer said 6 hours. My DCUO downloads in like half an hour or so. Really? When I download the second one, I've downloaded it 3 separate times. So on the first console I was using, then my own console that I'm using, and now on my PlayStation 5, downloading the entire new set of the game took 6 hours every single time for those. So it might be my internet, I don't know. Hopefully it goes faster for you guys. That would be awesome. I know that it downloads the first section really quickly, and you can do character creation early on, but can't get into the game until the second section also downloads. But yeah, as far as I can tell, 6 hours. But that's on 3 different tests. Superman said, I have returned, and Shadow, I have a surprise for you. Sent it to you too. Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! I wonder what it is. I'm guessing it's not on this character. I should turn my UI back on. I have had it off for a little while. There we go. I do not have mail. It's not on this character. Thank you, Superman! I'm getting spoiled today, guys. First I get the Henchmen from PDG, and now Superman sent me something, and we don't know what it is. I just got them all stuck in this the same spot. Mikey said, I'll be joining you guys tomorrow, and hello to everyone on the stream. Oh, that's wonderful, Mikey! I look forward to seeing you! Custer said, though for Nightwing I wouldn't be able to use the Excrema sticks. No reply badges to unlock them, lol. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. Replay badges cost a little bit, so it's understandable. But yeah, whatever you choose, I'm fine with. Even if you don't do a Bat family character, I'm not fussed, guys. We're getting through it together. It's just so long as everyone chooses the same mentor, we'll be good. But I won't say it won't be awesome if people do make Bat family characters, because that is fun. David said, James Gunn's brother is on this episode of Celebrity Jeopardy that's on TV right now. Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
Good for him, I guess. Superman said, no, on Discord, no problem. Oh, I know what you sent me. I know what you sent me, Superman. Thank you. I look forward to seeing it. Fred said, do we use a VPN to change servers? How is that done? I'm on the US server. No. VPN won't make a difference. You need to have either your console settings changed to something that will connect you to EU, or you need to create a separate account elsewhere that is EU and download the separate section of the game. So when you go to the PlayStation Store on your console, you should be able to see a store on your main account that accesses what you would normally see for prices. And then when you create the other account, it should access an entirely different price list that isn't US currency. It might look similar because like Australian currency still has the dollar sign and everything, but you'll notice a difference in what the price is. It will usually look higher. And when you see that and you see a game of DC that you can download even though you've already got the game on there, that's the one you want to download and access. The way that you want to play on both servers with the same account is after you have downloaded the game on the other account you've created, you go back to your main account and you should have access to both servers through there. Keep in mind if you do that, there are things that won't be available to you through the EU server. So once you've got your membership and everything on the US server, it doesn't technically count on the EU server because your account is US. So you can collect the normal daily rewards, but the bottom row of daily rewards will only collect on your US server, even though your account is one with a membership. Anything that you've purchased from the marketplace that is downloadable for all your characters, you can download that onto your characters on the other server, no problem. Anything that is specifically account related rather than server related, for example, the events tab is account related. Every time you complete something on there, you can complete it on both of your servers for that one account and get through it kind of faster, and also reap the rewards on both. So there's some things that are a benefit and some things that aren't, but also keep in mind if they ever merge these servers, you don't want to have so many characters on both servers that you lose some. So keep your numbers low enough that if they do merge the servers, you won't have to delete any characters, unless you don't care about deleting characters. Hopefully that's helpful, but yeah, if people are coming across to the EU server to play, that would be great fun, and I really look forward to it. Costa said, but yeah, Shadow, if you see any form of Robin or Nightwing spawn next to you tomorrow, that might be me, but I'll send you a tell just in case. So I'll know that it is them. That's awesome. I usually have, like, as soon as I get out of character creation, because I do character creation with you guys, I usually have a little group of people all waiting there for me, because you guys tend to create your characters before the live, and I create mine during. So it'll be fun to come out and see you there. Thank you so much. Superman said, Multi, if you have Discord or X, I can show you it is as well, what it is as well, but you'll see it on X if you use it. I don't know if Multi would want to know beforehand.
No, I'll look it up on X. It's okay.
Princess Ivy said, thanks, Shadow, you look good on red. Have a good one, and I'll see you live tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Princess! That was so nice. I think she meant look good in red, and definitely true. She looks awesome.
So you have no choice. That's your new look.
No, she's not a red. She doesn't have the red light ability. She's fire.
No.
I mean, I have red lanterns, so I have this style on other characters anyway. And also they have flight, which makes a lot more sense for a lantern. But awesome. So you're gonna have a look on the X Multi. You'll be able to see. It's cool. It's very cool.
So any last words?
We're at the bottom of the chat.
Yes.
I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and thank you so much to PDG90 for my awesome henchmen. I love them! And thank you, Multi. So
guys, next week, we don't know if there's going to be anything special. We don't even know if we are going to get the summer seasonal. We haven't had a single word about that just yet. So sadly, at this point, we're gonna have to wait. I would assume we might get it next week, but for all we know, we could get it later in July. Sadly, we're gonna have to wait and see for that. So we don't know just yet what if we are going to get a bonus week next week, or if we are going to get some sort of sales. I guess we'll find out on Tuesday. So guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us. Thanks to all of you guys who came to chat with us, and of course, thanks to all of you guys watching. You guys are awesome. Have a good weekend, guys.